Good evening, good morning, good afternoon. Welcome to Octane Online Racing LMU series here at Le Mans, actually. I'm David Marsh. Joining me in the box tonight is Mr. Ben Hicknett on the cameras and the trustworthy banter man, the one and only Nicholas Brown here. Nick, how are, mate?
Doing great, mate. How are you today?
Yeah, I'm here.
That's a plus.
Yeah, it's always a plus, isn't it? Ready for 90 minutes at Le Mans. We could have been out there, mate.
Yep. That person in pole right there, obviously it's probably Lucas Keys, but that should be me right now. That's all I'm going to say. But let's run through the grid. Sorry to cut you off, Marshy, but no one really cares what you're saying. There's Ben disappears. We've missed half the grid already. But as you can see on your screen, if you're not blind, you'll see who's where. I can't remember who was P1. I'm waiting for it to come up on the stream so I can say. But
Field.
Yep, there we go. Thank you, Marshy. Appreciate it. Hopefully we have an interesting race. We don't need to talk about the last race that we had. We'll just move past it and look to the future. Hopefully, Marshy, this one's a bit more entertaining for us.
Hopefully. I mean, we got Lucas Keys in P1 for the GT3s and Layla Bell in P2. See how long that lasts with the gap. I don't see it lasting long. Lucas is just going to run away as he does.
Now, remember from memory, I believe Layla was one that tried to put a move on a hypercar last race.
Yes. I do recall that in our last comms race together, yes. Probably the most entertaining thing I've seen in LMU, actually. Apart from me spinning out into the wall last season that we did Le Mans, and I don't want to talk about it.
New season, new Marshy. He's fighting for championships. Okay, never mind. So back over to you for the race start, mate.
No, I did the intro. You're in the race start, mate. Nice try.
Benjamin for the race start, as it's green and we're out. And not to turn one, we're going to sweep in right with a pretty sharp left. Side by side here. Benfield going to be holding that position nicely. Gibbons in P2 gets a little bit of a love tap there from the Peugeot. There's another Peugeot. There's 3 Peugeots in a row. That is not confusing at all in any matter, as we have death in the GT3 grid. That I didn't want to mention that. Murked by a BMW, but that's not sliding under the radar, mate. We see everything with Benjamin Higney on games.
We do indeed. Look, even a replay. Just the Mustang out muscling the Porsche. Get out of these.
True American muscle. The Porsche looks like it's being bullied right now, by the way. That thing's really got swallowed whole.
Just America coming through.
I think that was Fercolini there. Probably wrong. I'm going to say that I'm wrong because I'm mostly wrong. But those Peugeots running in uniform. Wonder if we're going to have some team orders, Marshy.
Multi-21, Seb. Multi-21. Probably not. I mean, yeah. I don't think so. Now, I'd like to see how this Mustang's going to either pull away or it's going to be held.
Well, we can already see a little bit of a gap forming there.
Yeah, but
the Mustang.
For the likes of ACC, the Mustang would have already started running away by a country mile.
Yes, but this is the BMW. I'm actually surprised it's held distance there. I'm impressed. Mustang underbopped as it gets a little bit squirrely. That could just be the lag. LMU Australian servers, please, I beg. Oh, we got the Iron Man HUD. I just realised, it just clicked in my head that we had the Iron Man HUD and we fucking missed it.
My internet just felt like disconnecting for a minute there. Yeah, that was good.
That's tough.
Ah, well, New Zealand things.
Just want to say, real quick, the grid for the Hypercar is looking very nice in uniform there. 3 Peugeots, 2 Ferraris running together. We could have a team game here, Marshy. Look out.
We are what?
It is a motorsport weapon race.
Oh, it's been a season. That last round. I mean, what can you expect from us two?
It's been 3 minutes and we're already losing our minds.
Losing? Ah, they're gone. They're long gone, mate.
I never had one.
Yeah, I don't know what they are.
This sector is the best sector on the track, though, I will say, especially in a hypercar. Well, not this sector. Is this a hypercar in the GT3s already? Did we have a pit lane start from one of the hypercars?
Surely not.
Might have. We had to have.
And there's a yellow flag. I still wish there was a mini-map.
Track map.
Track map, mini-map, whichever way you call it. It's a map, by the way.
It's snow in the middle of the GT3 right now. See, this is the esports strategy we were talking about last time we were in comms booth together, Marshy.
Oh, that's right. The ones
people
I wouldn't understand. Yeah.
Yes,
yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
You're
How
learning.
do you understand it?
Because I myself am an esports driver.
Oh, I'm with you, mate. What's your next one?
What do you mean?
Oh, surely you're pulling my leg.
I can't pull legs. I'm blind.
Oh, you can't hear you blind. Yeah, right.
I actually can't even hear what you're saying right now, woman.
Oh, right. Okay. It's going to make this hour and a half awkward now, isn't it?
What? Oh, the beam is still running together. No idea who it is, but they're in uniform. Oh, we got an incident. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Oh,
he's through the wall. Yes.
Oh, that's a rough radio com there from the Peugeot boys. Not happy with that incident.
We passed straight into the Peugeot box and they're not happy. Maybe let's pass back to them later.
Hold on a second there, Mark. I think you have another radio com coming in from the race engineer from Peugeot.
Oh,
They are telling him to box, so just a heads up there, they will be boxing to repair the damage in the car.
oh, this is going to be a long race.
We're 6 minutes in and we got another replay coming up. This looks like a
Wait.
What the?
Oh. Is that esports or?
So, just, you know, as the analysis in this duo ship here, Marshall, let me just explain and break down what happened there. He messed up.
Ah, right, yes.
Yeah, that's all that's
Understood. Right. That was in depth.
Yep.
It was awesome.
You know, that's what I'm here for.
Oh, hey, look, and I'm here for it.
Yeah. Some would also refer to that incident as a bit of a skill issue. But
that's what I've got. No skill.
Yeah.
Or choose.
Oh, yep. Yeah, I know you can only count to 3, but you got more issues than that.
Yeah, no comment, Your Honour.
Again, we're not in court, mate. You don't have to say that. Anyways, jumping on board with the Aston, getting absolutely walked by the Mustang on the straight. There's that V8 power that you wanted to see, Marshy. Although, the Aston has a V8 as well, doesn't it? Or is it a V12?
I don't know. I genuinely don't know. I'm sure someone will tell us.
Yeah. Hopefully. All in all...
Oh, sorry, mate. Carry on.
Sorry, no, you go. Sorry, mate. I don't want to step on your toes. This is your show.
This is not my show. This is a team effort. I was going to say that Murray Snow didn't actually set a time and he had to start from the pits, seeing as seemed to start them from the back of the Hyper's in the middle of at the start of the GT3, so pit lane it is. Unlucky.
Yeah, Roger, back to the Iron Man HUD. So please stop talking as we all sit here and admire this beautiful masterpiece.
It is a work of art, really, isn't it?
Marshy, I just said stop talking.
No, I don't want to. I just want to. I want to put my admiration for whoever designed this HUD.
Mate, honestly, I'd like to apologise on behalf of Marshy to everyone watching for the rudeness and arrogance that he is displaying right now. It's unacceptable. It's all good.
Oh,
We'll have a talk about it after.
Yeah, no doubt.
But back to what I was going to say before you told me that whole snow incident. The GT3 grid is looking pretty compressed or compact, whichever one you fancy at the moment. So that's nice. As we see a move, ooh, little love tap there from the Beamer onto the Mustang, going to compromise his exit. His teammate in the Beamer is also going to get a run onto him now, and the Aston's like getting a little excited there as he's going to send it up the inside. This is a left-right, so he's going to have the outside head onto the back straight, and the Beamer's going to hold off there. So a little bit of spicy moments there to make things interesting.
Could have ended in tears, to be honest. Well, let's face it, if it was me, I probably would have ended in the wall.
We have the Aston sending a move here. He's going to have the inside line, but it's going to turn to the outside once we get to this chicane. Will he make it stick? It is a long straight, so we're going to be waiting for a while before they get to the breaking point. Ooh. The Beamer's backed out. The Beamer got love tapped, he got scared, and he backed out. That's a Marshy move if I've ever seen it. No courage, no confidence.
No, none at all. Way you go,
pure fear. But it's okay. He's still there. He's still in the race. He lives to fight another day. We'll fight another battle. Another corner. I'm not sure.
Another corner, another lap.
I believe it's fight another day, isn't it? He lives to fight another day.
Pretty sure it is. I don't know. We'll run with that. Sounds good.
Oh, I thought the Beam was going to send it up the inside there. Oh, it's a camera shake, Marshy.
It's the little things that amuse us, isn't it?
And also your missus. If you know, you know.
No.
Oh, we got a move here. The Beamer is giving the Mustang a run for its money on those straight line speeds. We're heading into the right-hand hairpin. The Beamer's going to stick it. The Aston's going to have a little sniff here. Look at the Aston getting a little sniff of the tailpipe. He can smell the V8. He can smell it.
Not quite enough, though.
So after a little bit of research, the Aston does have a V8, not a V12.
There you go. The things you learn, mate.
This is some good battling we got going on here. The Mustang still hugging the gearbox of the Beamer. As the Beamer looks okay. Well,
never mind.
Talking.
Well done for the commentator's curse. At least it wasn't me. Thank you.
I'll show myself out.
Yeah, well, you know where the door is.
Wait. Marshy, what are you doing racing? You're meant to be doing comms, brother.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Unbelievable.
That's
this
funny
is what I have to put up with.
Wasn't even on the grid, and just thought, let's do this. Oh, look at that! Can't see my name. Oh.
That's because you're disguised as McNeil.
No, I would probably be behind Thurkelini right about now.
He is looking squirrely in that Mustang. Although again, could be the lag. I'm not sure. I'm honestly confused at this point. I'm just gonna stop talking.
Yeah, well, it could be the lag, maybe not, maybe, who knows. As for the local servers, who really knows? I think the good people are trying, aren't they? From what I've heard. That wasn't a hint to stop talking, no? You can carry on with the comms, you're doing well.
Nah, I don't want to, I'm scared.
And yet last night you were just absolutely fizzing and there was no fear at all.
What do you mean by that?
Oh, I remember somebody in a race last night just had no fear and he was into it. Maybe driving angry a little bit, but no fear, just into it.
Who was that? Sounds
That
like a
would
great
be
guy.
you. That would be you, mate. I don't know about great guy, but that was you.
I think Ben would disagree with you there. He loves me. Okay, well, the no comment from Ben kind of made me scared again. But the Mustang and the Beam are still having a little bit of a battle here. But we all know what happened on this back straight, don't we, Marshy?
Yeah. I don't want to talk about it.
What was that?
I don't want to talk about it.
Are you okay?
Yeah, no, I'm good. Just a little bit of PTSD and reopening some old wounds.
Sorry about that, mate. But who is this up front? Is that Collins in front of Lucas? Is that what I'm saying? No, it is not. It's Bell behind Collins.
Yeah, it's Layla Baldecki.
They started P2. They have lost a position and lost a fair bit of time to Mr. Lucas Keys, by the looks of that.
What's that, nearly 4-second gap already?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's about typical.
Hey!
You right there, mate?
Hey! Oh, here we go. Sorry.
Still got an hour and 15 to go, Nick.
Yep, we do.
Are there any mandatory stops? Or is it just going to be for the
I think
virtual energy?
I think they have to start. I think you can go an hour and a half. Where's old mate from the last time we were in Comic Box? That was an absolute genius. That just told us everything. We need him.
Yeah, I can't remember who that was actually.
We need to get him back in the chat.
Yeah, because he was quite good with the information and made us look really good.
He was. He made us look very smart.
Yeah. I are not smart.
He's not smart.
Ooh, is that an esports line there too, Nick?
Yep. So his tyres were overheating and having a little bit of too high of pressures, so he just dips them out there to kind of get some pressure loss and bring them back down to the optimal pressures.
Ah, right. Okay. One day I'll learn all these little tricks and tips.
Exactly. One day. I'm trying to figure out who we're on board with. 46? Who that? I don't know. He's behind Aston, and that's all that really matters. It's the PMV. That's who it is.
That would be Bucket in the BMW. Behind
Oh, I
Lewis
Mr. Oh, is it Cugley?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, I've been mispronouncing his name.
Yeah, I'm probably mispronouncing it too, but that's what we've
Cowgley?
got.
Is it Cowgley, maybe?
Look, I don't know. I did a 12-hour Bathurst endurance with him and just called him Lewis. So
Is it? Oh, here we go. A little bit of a replay going on. Who's died? What's happened? Don't tell me it's a Hypercar incident. Hey, that's the esport line as well. I don't know why you showed us that, Ben. That's just him taking the normal line, man. Like, I don't know what that was about, but yeah, fair enough. Appreciate it.
So no track limits for hypercars?
No, absolutely not.
Oh, right. See, I don't know because I haven't tried out the hypercars yet.
Yeah. And you're just not talented enough to be honest.
No.
That's my personal opinion on the situation. But so far, we've had a couple of moments that have spiced it up. You know, the GT3s are still looking pretty close. We could have some fighting on the way, as long as no one decides to start pulling some 6-second gaps to each other. And we've got a little bit of a hypercar battle happening. I forgot these guys were even on the track.
Yeah, we've been watching the GT3s, just focusing on them. Hypercars, what are they? No.
I'm not sure how I feel about the look of that Peugeot. I don't know.
As in the livery, the no wing.
Like just the the no wing, the no wing aspect of it. You know, I think the wing makes the hypercar look aggressive, and when it has no wing, well, it looks
Not very aggressive.
yeah, it looks like I don't know, looks like your bully's younger brother. You know what I'm saying?
That's definitely one way to put it, I suppose.
Like you got the big bad bully, and then his younger brother's just like a nice little kid. That's what it's like.
Yeah, actually, that's a fair point, I guess. If you're going to go with that way of looking at it, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, considering I didn't even realise that there was a car in there with no wing, so yeah.
Yeah, it's from the older LMPs. No, not the LMPs, the hypercars. The LMPs are the other ones. Yeah, from the older generation.
Huh, there you go.
Yes. Same with the blue Gluckenhaus? I don't know what it's called, but Snow's driving it. That's from like the old style hypercars as well. That one, there it is. Beautiful. It's my favourite looking one.
That does actually look quite cool, really, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's so nice. It's got another. I think it's the other one. Oh, okay, get off of him. Get off of him. Get off of him.
Don't.
We're making him nervous.
You're going to broadcast curse him, man.
There we go. The other version of that Glickenhaus has like a nice graffiti sort of like mural on the rear wing thing. It looks very nice.
All right. Okay. I might have to look into it.
Yeah, we all know you won't.
I'll tell you what. I am doing now. Just cause. Fancy opening your screen. You can't even see the broadcast.
This looks like Johnston has caught Bell a little bit here, and Bell. I think Bell was a little bit further behind, but nonetheless. Bell's caught Collins, sorry, I don't know what I said. But got me looking for a little movie, feeling the mirrors of the Mustang, heading into the last chicane here. Ooh, I believe it's second last chicane. Don't quote me, don't know what I'm talking about. But we all know what happened on the we all know what happened on the straight marsh. Ready? Ready? Especially when you get an exit like that. Here it comes. Okay, bye.
That's not what I was expecting you to go for, but sure. Yeah, okay. I'm just waiting for your impression of the Porsche.
That's my Porsche impression.
Oh, I thought that was a mosquito. Right.
Same, isn't it?
Yeah, close enough.
Listen, mate. I didn't get on here tonight for you to make fun of me in front of all these people, right?
Sorry, bro. I didn't mean to.
That's all right.
Just
don't let it. Just don't let it happen again. Huh?
Yeah. No, sorry, bro.
No, it's all good. Just like I said, don't let it happen again.
As Collins, heads down the straight, probably pulling a bit of a gap over below the belt.
That's one thing you're not. Ah, sorry.
Wow. Okay. It's because I would have spun out on the corner beforehand. But anyway.
Exactly. The Astons are getting closer and closer to this this Collins and Bell little fight we got going on. So could have a little four-way fight. Will the team orders come into play here, Marshy? Let's find out. We got a little incident. What's happened here?
I don't know.
Don't tell me it's teammate on teammate violence.
Oh! Nearly was, mate.
He just wanted to let the Beamer catch up.
Yeah.
He wanted to give the BMW behind DRS onto the next straight.
Oh, right. Sorry. Forgot about the DRS. Yes, correct.
Yeah.
Does that really work from GT3s? Yeah, sure.
Yeah, it does when you're driving them and you clip the wall and lose your rear wing.
Wing? Nah, don't need it. It's only there for aesthetics.
Wing? What's that? I have arms. Sorry.
Yes.
Oh my days. What is wrong with us?
Look, I'd just go for what's actually right with us.
It's not a lot.
No, sir.
Tell me this hypercar doesn't look like something you'd see from, is it Coneheads? Is that the movie where like everyone's got like their head and it's like the shape of an egg? You know the movie I'm talking about? Tell me this doesn't look like something out of that.
Yeah, I see what you're going for. Yeah, okay. That's different.
You have a Cadillac in the grid? Can we jump on board with the Cadillac just so we can compare the two? Like, you see that, it's nice, round, bubbly. And then you jump on board with the Cadillac and it's just aggressive, sharp, good angles, you know? Like, I don't know. I'm no car designer, but, yeah.
Oh, mate, I can't even draw stick from people, so...
Yeah. I can't even spell stick.
No, well, you try, and that's all that matters.
But I don't. I don't even try.
I'm gonna give you some credit here, mate, but, you know.
The hypercar sends it up the inside of the GT3. And he nearly goes wide.
Nearly?
Ah, he's track limits, mate. That's well and truly inside track limits, as he looks like he's about to kill this Mustang in a second. Oh my... This is making me nervous.
Yeah.
We're good.
Just, they got past.
The Peugeot is caught up to him in the meantime, though. The Cadillac won't be happy about that. He is not going to be a happy camper as he gets a little boing off the curb there.
How'd that go again, mate?
Boing.
A little boing off the curb. Right, that's a new one.
Boing. What do they call it in, what's it called? Porpoising? Is that right?
I don't know, you're the F1 guy.
Yeah, I think it's porpoising. Porpoising? I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I might need to start bringing a dictionary with me to these things.
Yeah, okay, sure.
Might own one of those, right?
We have Google Translate and stuff. We're fine.
Jesus Christ.
What would be great is if it had the likes of the ACC timing tower, where, you know, if you were focused on a car, you could see which car it was. But
yeah, it like highlighted that car on the fucking thing. Yeah, I'm getting you.
Yeah, you're hearing me, mate. Yeah.
On the thingy majiggy. What's it called again? Timing tower?
Yeah, that thing. Because I am highly confused as to who's where and where's who.
Like I said, I look at the cars. That's a Cadillac, that's a Peugeot, that's a Ford, and that's all I care about.
Well, at least you know what cars they are.
Well, I mean, you know the GT3s.
I know the GT3s, but that's debatable.
How so?
Because every now and again I stuff them up. Every now and again.
What's McNeil driving?
I have no idea.
He was on the timing tower, but he disappeared.
So I looked at it, disappeared. I was like, oh yeah, thanks. Yeah. Timing tower's done me dirty.
Appreciate it. There he is. What's he driving?
Look, there it is. That's I don't know. It's a Ferrari, isn't it? No, you got nothing? Okay, sweet.
I honestly thought it was a Hyundai.
What the Hyundai?
Yeah, I thought it was Hyundai XL.
Oh, there you go.
And then Bell's driving the Honda Civic. So is Lucas Keys. Lucas Keys is in the Honda Civic. He's in the Type R though. See how it has the R before Keys? That means he's in the Type R Honda Civic. Bell's just in the normal Honda Civic. Still got VTEC.
I was just about to say can't beat VTEC, but you can.
Yeah. And then we got Van Graden in the Holden. He's in the Commodore.
Yeah, right. That's going to spark some controversy.
I've no idea what you mean.
Nah, we'll never clue. Must be the earlier Commodore.
Struggling. The Peugeot looks like it's struggling to catch his Cadillac right now.
Probably because he hasn't got a rear wing.
Yeah. See, maybe you're the esports guy, Marshy.
If he had a rear wing, it would be fine.
Oh, mate. Ugh.
But then I've run half a race with no wing, so...
Yeah, but you also run every race with half a brain.
Yeah, hey,
so it balances
look.
out, you know?
Yeah, this is true. Actually, it's a solid point.
Yep.
I'm still trying to find these hypercars and which one's are which, so... Yeah, apparently
Well,
I
this is
can't
number
internet.
2, so this is Gibbons. He's in P2 right now, and then behind him we have... Peter. Thank you. And then these two are together, and the other people are off in Narnia, just vibing out, having a good time, you know? Probably listening to some Katy Perry, maybe some Tay-Tay, you know?
I see what you did there. Yeah, I see what you did there. Out the yonder stratosphere. Or whatever sphere it would be. No, there is no way in God's green earth that I'm singing anything to anyone.
Why not, bro?
I mean, I could go and try and murder something. That'd probably sound better.
I feel like you have the
voice of an angel.
I wasn't going to say that, but you know what? I don't want to bring him in. I don't want to kick him in while he's down, you know what I'm saying? Like
a very sick, dying angel that's smoked a pack of darts. Yeah. Smoked the smokes, just absolutely downed a bottle of whiskey. Yeah. You wouldn't see me on the America's Got Talent stage anyway.
I just like to point out we have 1 hour remaining, Marshy. We're down 30 minutes, mate.
We've made it to the 30-minute mark.
We've done 30 minutes.
How we've made it this far so far, mate, I'm not entirely sure, but we are tracking on.
Yeah. All I know is that's another hypercar in the background. No. We're not carrying on from that because that's so half-assed. You didn't commit to it.
No, it's because I was looking
at the car sounds. You got to commit. Like,
look, sorry, mate. I was looking away from my screen. I didn't actually see them past the camera, so that was my mistake, and I'd like to apologise.
I don't want to hear the excuses, mate.
It should be getting pretty dark in the race, actually, Nick, because it's supposed to be an 8 o'clock start time in game.
That is right, Marshy. That's right. Make sure you've grabbed your teddy bears, people, because it's going to get dark.
Oh, you went with... I thought you might have gone with a hot chockey. You know, for beer time, maybe?
No, I'm scared of the dark, so I need my teddy beer.
Yeah, I forgot that you were. Sorry. I didn't actually want to bring it up because I know how upset you get about it.
We've actually got some racing here, Marshy. Let's get some commentating on it from you. Let's go.
No, because I'll probably commentate as Kirsten, and Layla Bell will probably end up in the fence, and I don't want to see that, actually, to be honest.
Well, while you were just talking nonsense, Layla Bell hit a little switchback. They're going bumper to bumper. The Aston's forced her a little bit wide. She holds it, but it's going to compromise her exit. The BMW is going to try and get in the mix. This could be a bit of a unfortunate situation here from Layla Bell. Can they hold on to this position? The Beamer's still alongside. There's a hypercar coming up as well. This is not ideal. This is not ideal. But they're going side by side through the fast right. This is probably not the sector you want to be going side by side, ladies and gentlemen. As Layla Bell thinks better of it and backs off. So, nice. Ooh.
Oh, I saw that ending in tears.
You know, once I saw him back out, I thought, okay, this is good. This is nice racing. You know, they're being smart, and then that happened.
Layla Bell went on mid the drifter.
Layla Bell channeled the inner DK and said, mate, you haven't seen anything yet. Now, if they had held it, it would have been impressive. Have we got an incident? We have an incident.
Oh, that's the grass.
And he kept it out of the wall.
He kept it out of the wall. What about the rejoin?
Death. No, never mind.
No death.
It was safe. I'm guessing it was safe. Otherwise, you know for sure Benny would have showed us. Yeah, he would have showed us.
What credit to Ben. Like, he does provide us with some good entertainment.
Yeah, but I think it's a two-way street, Marshy. He provides us with the camera angles, we provide him with the laughs.
Laughs, entertainment.
Laughs / headache.
I was sort of heading towards it. I was just trying to take the long route. Take the detour, as they say.
I don't got time for that, mate. But the Mustang on the back of Bell, that is Marshy. Who is that?
I can't read it.
Give it a shot, mate. When it comes back up on the timing board, give it a shot. See what you got. Let's get your take on it.
Oh, Pascal Armstrong.
Ah, so it is just Pascal Armstrong. Okay.
Well, I hope it is. Otherwise, I've just absolutely made an abomination of his name. Sorry, mate.
Unlucky, mate. But didn't actually close up to the Porsche as much as I thought he was going to do on that back straight. But nonetheless, he's still there. But we all know Layla Bell. He's a bit speedy on the track.
Even takes dives on hypercars.
Yep. Me personally, I think the second you start dive bombing hypercars, you're in a league of your own.
Yeah, actually, I'll agree with you there. Would we push legendary status?
I think we're beyond legendary.
I think so, wouldn't we?
Not only to have the courage and the bravery to just say, yeah, I'm faster than this hypercar in my GT3, I'm going to stick it up the inside, but like the skill.
Is that a bit of moisture?
Oh, you wipe it on.
This is going to spice things up on the straights.
And it's going to get dark. So the Porsche, from what I hear, is pretty insane in the wets. Is that correct? Or am I talking out my rear ending?
I don't know, but I have heard whispers that the Porsche is where it's at in the wet. Oh,
well,
that nearly went straight to the wall. Must be a Mustang thing. There must be a track.
So we are. See, this is where I wish we had a track map. But nonetheless.
Oh, too much brakes.
Oh my, what a save. He saved it. He's kept it out the wall. That's the important part. He lives to fight another battle, another day.
This next sector could be interesting in the wet.
The map is
a little bit of moist.
A little bit of moisture. We like it moist, don't we, Marshy?
The track, not so much.
Who said anything about the track, mate?
It's because we're watching a race, mate.
Sorry, I forgot we were meant to. Yeah, my apologies.
Personally, I don't like wet races. I don't.
Not a fan?
No. Done a couple. Not really enthusiastic on them.
Would you maybe? Now I'm just throwing it up into the wind here and seeing what sticks. But would you maybe say it's a bit of a skill issue?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Okay.
No skill, all issues.
Jesus, I'm gonna have a heart attack by the end of this race. They're still staying out on slicks though. Oh, we got a replay. Did they make contact or did someone just have a little bit of a snappy oversteer? Let's find out. Oh, there's contact for sure. There's contact. The poor Porsche had nowhere to go, just an innocent bystander. The two hypercars getting a bit bumpy and grindy like you at a nightclub. No comment to that one? Okay. I thought that one was pretty good. Surprised no one's pit yet. Mustn't be that wet. I believe we have just lost Marshy. Or he's just completely ignoring me. One of the two.
No. Probably my internet again. It seems to come back now.
Okay, well, you just missed an all-time joke of mine, and I can't repeat it now because it's just not going to hit the same.
Well, guess I'll have to ignore it and act like it didn't happen. Yeah.
Just give me a laugh real quick.
Yeah, no, that was funny, Nick. Not.
That's just unfortunate. I can't believe I just wasted such a good joke, and you weren't even here to hear it.
Yeah, look, I'm not even sorry.
Look, as much as I love LMU and the whole multi-class racing, and I wish we did more of it in ACC, that their HUD definitely needs some improvements. As Johnston has gone into the pits, and McFarlane?
Yes.
McFarlane? Mac is on the far lane.
Hey, we're down to that level now.
Yeah.
Oh, McCulley and Bushell are in. Slidey under the brakes, Nick. Not good.
A little bit, but she'll buff out, mate. A little bit of tyre shine on the tyres. He just has to get them off. They overdid the tyre shine in the pit stop. I don't believe he's pitted yet, but we're going to stick to it.
That's what it is. Yeah, okay, sure.
So now this is where the grid's going to start to get a little bit flat, I think, because people are going to be pitting at different times. I think the early pitters are going to start to build a gap because it looks like it's just going to get more and more wet. And, you know, with the night time setting in, it's just going to cool the temps down and get a little bit more slippery out there.
It's a pity we can't see the range of rain that we're going to get, like you can in ACC and iRace and that sort of jazz.
Every other single racing game ever. Yep.
Yeah. But, you know, we've got to do what we've got to do. Hey!
Hey! Woo! Thank you very much, Mr. Hickman.
Wow, that was excitement, Nick.
Too bad we couldn't look at that and watch the race at the same time.
Yeah. Oh, well, you can't win them all.
It's unfortunate. It's truly unfortunate. But a fair few of the hypercars are coming in now. We've got a little bit of an incident coming up. It's a Peugeot on... I don't know what car that one is. It's a Cadillac, I think. Perhaps, maybe.
I'll take you
We're looking up the inside here. What's happened here? Someone's missed their brakes. Someone's missed their brakes? No?
Oh, I think that was just a beautiful pass.
Just a beautiful pass. It was. Great stuff from the Peugeot. Nice move. Done him on the brakes. You love to see it. Hang on a second, Marshy. Is that a radio comm from the Aston Martin? I believe it is.
We are checking.
He's losing a steering wheel. He's lost his steering wheel. I'm not sure how that's managed to happen, but that is...
It's those detachable wheels. They're just... Look, they are a great invention, but just when they go wrong, they go wrong. Absolutely wrong.
Oh, Jesus Christ. We got another replay here. Oh, the pit entry. Oh, no. I know how tricky this pit entry is. Yeah.
I can't even say I've done one.
That's alright. That's alright. We've all been there. That's fine. I've done it worse than that. That's nothing.
Do I dare ask how bad your one was?
No, we don't.
Okay.
As we've had a DNF from Mr. McFarlane. Mac is in the far lane. He's decided, you know what? I'm not cut out for this.
I'll just park it up for the night.
Maybe he's the one that lost his wheel. Maybe it wasn't Aston Martin.
Maybe.
Nah, well.
Could be worse. I mean, at least he did, you know, what's that, 30, 44 minutes, 43 minutes? More than what I did in my last race here.
Yep, that's true. That is true. Oh, we've got incidences coming out of our rear ends now.
He's all go.
Ooh. Ah, he's managed it. Unless... never mind, he's just pulled it over. He's had enough. He's had enough. I think he saw the nighttime setting, Marshy, and he didn't have a night light in his car, so he got a little bit scared.
Oh, so that's sort of your strat then.
Oh, yeah, for sure. As the Beamer says bye-bye to the Macca. Oh, it is a blue flag, never mind. Oh, shut up now.
That's a funny looking Macca.
I said Porsche?
Yeah, I thought you did. Yeah, I heard Macca and thought...
I think...
Say that.
I don't think you heard Macca. I think you heard Maccas.
Oh, that'll do it. Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's what you heard.
Yeah.
So, looks like everyone, or just about everyone, has pitted, except for one or two. One in the Hypercars and a couple in the GT3s. Thurcolini holding strong, as well as Layla Bell. This is another thing I don't like, right? Excuse me.
Here we go.
Why? Why do we get to see the front runners of the hypercars, right? So you get like P1, P2, P3 of the hypercars. But then once we get to the GT3s, we only see P12, P13, P14. Like I get to see overall standings, but I also want to see who's leading the class.
That's the, yeah, no. Great check, yep. Considering it says mixed, but so you
Oh my god, he's all over it. He's the
just-
best. He's the best to ever do it.
The GOAT.
That's why he's the GOAT. The GOAT! Got another incident. The BMW. Yay!
Oh, kept it out of the wall. Oh, I nearly spoke too soon.
Kept it out of the water and he put it in the wall again. Not ideal. But so Layla Bell leading GT3s, but obviously hasn't served a pit stop. I believe they were net P13-ish before everyone pitted. So we'll see how that ends and how long they'll hold out to pit is the question, because the track's looking a little bit wet.
It looks dry now.
It does. I'm just gonna stop talking.
Hey, that's no, that's not
Samir,
Layla Bell.
yeah, you are breaking the car.
Oh, Samir, you're breaking the car.
Oh,
Oh, that's disappointing.
that's
You've got a major problem, sunshine.
Yes, yes, you do.
I wonder. This looks like a technical difficulty
It does.
because
To be
they are
honest.
spinning the wheels into the wall right now. He's warming up the rear tyre.
Don't think that's their pit box. Oh, Layla
I'm
Bell's DNF.
guessing, yeah, that was Layla Bell that we just watched, by the way.
Unlucky.
So I'm guessing there was some sort of either hardware malfunction, internet dropout. Unfortunate, but the hard reality of sim racing, I guess. A couple more people
And
coming
LMU.
into the pit.
You can't even return to garage.
Yeah, there's no towing, mate. You got to drive that back. You got to limp it back.
Yeah, and unless you've stacked it into the wall and half the car's red. Yeah, don't know what that's
And
like.
it's just it's GG's
Yeah,
on to the next.
especially hard if this is the last race of the season.
Good call. But speaking of that, this is the last race of the season. Yes, that is correct. But we do have a GT4 series coming up.
Oh,
Not sure exactly what the dates are for that, but there is a new GT4 series coming up in OLR, so make sure you are joined. There should be a link somewhere on the channel. If not, just look up Octane Online Racing and you'll find a link. Make sure you sign up. Should be fun. I think everyone loves the GT4. They're nice, they're fun. They're very cruisy to drive around. I've done a couple of races in them myself. So, yeah, make sure you check them out.
That could be actually a good little series there. And if I remember correctly, it's going to take over from the current stream that we've got now. Is that right? Pretty sure it is, actually.
Yeah, I believe it's replacing the LMU, and we're just going to have GT4s. It's going to be its own broadcaster stream. I'm not sure. I believe that's what's happening, though.
Yeah, that one I genuinely don't know. Probably is. Even if it's not, get amongst it. It's going to be fun.
Should be great fun, of course. Thanks to Simrigs for making it all happen, keeping us going.
Keeping the lights on, as they say.
Paying the bills, because God knows we aren't. Got some nice racing here between the hypercars. It's getting a bit wet now. Starting to see the spray come off those wheels. Track's getting even more and more moist, as we'd like to say. Got a blue flag on the Aston. He looks like he's drifting across the track. That's a bit dodgy there, mate. But nonetheless,
Hope he hasn't put slicks back on. Fuck! Iron Man!
Full back. Where's Thanos? Sorry.
Oh, yeah, I was just wondering. You right there, mate? You good?
No.
Fair enough.
I think we have an issue with the HUD. There's no way he's only half accelerated right now. We've found an issue. Unbelievable, Ben. You had one job, mate.
That's not right. Surely not.
It's saying he's only half throttle. I don't know. Like, the hypercars are powerful, but I don't think they're that powerful.
Yeah, that's interesting.
It's a broken.
Still seems to be getting along, all right.
Yeah, looks like it's chugging. But like I was saying, mate, it's getting wet. It's getting very wet. So, hopefully no one tried to do the bravery strat and stick it out on the slicks, because they're going to be regretting it right about now.
Oh, it's apparently, according to our chat, it's a spectator bug with the throttle input. It only goes to half instead of full.
Okay, well, I'd like to take this time to apologise to Mr. Benjamin Hignan. I should have never doubted his abilities. He's one of the best to ever do it. And
we called him a goat, and then we just were disappointed.
Listen, mate, you know, with the racing we've had, the emotions are high, they're low, they're in the middle, you know, it's just all over the place, you know? So, can't blame me.
Especially in a wet race. Emotions are high.
Yeah.
But excited.
A little replay of one of the porkers exiting the pits. This can't be a good sight. Don't tell me someone rear-ends him.
No. What? I've done that. It doesn't end well.
Where are we going?
Right off track. Esports line. That's what that is.
Good. He's kept it at the wall. Oh, he's parked directly across the track. Oh, that could have been dangerous. Where's he going?
No. Ah. That's the wall, buddy. And you're on the big screen.
It's still going. Insert that Austin Powers meme. Where he's in the hallway, he goes back and forth. Oh, that's unfortunate. That is unfortunate indeed. As soon as I saw him park vertical or horizontally across the track, I thought someone was going to collect him.
I could just see somebody coming and T-boning them and just, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That's, it's not a good sight to see.
No. I do remember doing a race and Mr. Joshua Holmes was directly side on in front of me, and that was not a good look.
Hey, he managed to save that one though.
Oi!
Oh my days!
That's no.
Hang on a second. We got a radio coming in from the Porsche. He's not a happy camper.
That probably would have been me, actually, to be fair.
That is... I wonder what's happened there. He just drove straight into the back of him like he didn't exist, so... I'm quite confused as to what's happened there.
Surely it wouldn't have... All right, Mr. Drifter. Surely that wouldn't have been a lag or something on a straight. What a perfect place to put the camera.
Oh my... I think he's tried to do on me there, Marshy, and tried to put it right on his door when passing to get a bit of a laugh, but he's failed.
Yeah, yeah, fail's about the best word I've got. There's no other words for it, is there?
That's, yeah, that is very questionable as to what has happened there.
Unless the Porsche just wasn't seen.
I'm not sure. Well, the Porsche held its line, so I've got no idea. We can only speculate at this point. But that's unfortunate. Hopefully the Porsche... I was going to say hopefully it can carry on, but we all know it's not carrying on. That thing is dead.
No, I think that's what we'd call a write-off here in New Zealand. I'm not sure about Australia, but that's cooked. It's done.
Yeah, that is no bueno. Oh, we've got back to the full throttle.
Yay!
We're in.
We are cooking.
We are back. See?
Oh, apparently the Hypercar couldn't see the Porsche.
Oh, that's a thing?
Apparently, according to chat. I'm just going by the information I've been told.
Hey, the chat probably knows more than we do, so I'm not going to sit there and argue with them, you know?
Potentially a lot more.
Yeah. We're just here for the good times, the banter, and give people headaches.
Yeah, well. I think we're doing a good enough job.
Well, considering we've only got 34 minutes left, we've done well so far, Marshy. I'm proud of us. I know no one's told you that before, that they're proud of you, but I'm proud of you.
Yes! It was the first time for everything.
I lied.
Yeah, well. I'm used to it now.
So, yeah. That's a bit interesting, that the Hypercar just couldn't see the GT3.
Yeah. You'd think the rain light would shine through
I was thinking maybe it was like some netcode thing where like the car just wasn't there. Because I know back in like F121 that was a thing where people were like, they had lagged too much, their car would just disappear off the track. But they'd still be racing. That makes sense.
That makes total sense, actually, yeah. I have done a race in iRacing and I was following a car quite closely and it disappeared. When it came back, I was planted in the wall because apparently I cut them out. And I'm like, okay, they weren't even there.
So I'm wondering if that's what's happened or if it's, the rain that you were talking about. I'm not sure. But someone's cooked.
Yeah, unfortunate race over, but be hard to trudge back to the pits from there.
I'm sure they can manage. That is a Ferrari with no front wheel.
I think that is the culprit.
He's committed.
Go back to the pits.
He is committed to this. I am 100% on board with that guy in the Fez. I have no idea who it was. Could be McCulley, could be Lloyd. One of the two. I'm going to say it was Lloyd. There's no way he's not running last place with 3 wheels on the track.
I'm hoping that Ben keeps it on, just to make sure that when he gets back to the pits, we can, confirm that they made it back.
He's committed. He saw it through. That's impressive dedication. And you see the Porker making a move on the McLaren. McLaren looking very slow in a straight line.
Yeah.
Or is that the blue flag? That may be the blue flag. I believe that's the blue flag. Number 95?
Well, that is Lucas in the Porsche, so
it's definitely a blue flag.
let's do the math here.
2 plus 2 is 4.
Hey!
Maps.
Yeah.
Lucas Key's just... He's made it. He's made it, ladies and gentlemen. We need a standing ovation for that.
Oh,
right here.
that is awesome work.
The dedication to do
Mr. Lloyd, you've done a great job. I hope that the damage is not over 31 minutes.
I'm surprised they can even repair it. That's impeccable.
Got a wheel in there, you'll be right, mate. It's all
Just
good.
needs a new hub, mate. That's all it needs. It's just missing the hub. The control arm and stuff's still there. The link pins are there. The fucking everything's good.
Yeah, everything's still there. Just bring the wheel and hub wheel. You'll be right. Brakes? No. Just crimp that off. Don't worry about it. Don't need it. Not at Le Mans. No way.
You only need 3 brakes.
3. Wow. Okay.
Another incident. Oh no.
This can on here.
I got a feeling this is going to be death.
Potentially. Oh,
You can't park there, sir.
I know that. That's why he's moving.
This isn't Bondi Beach. Whoa.
Hey,
Listen.
Okay.
I'm no scientist or anything, but
You got that right.
that's how cars work. I don't know, I don't know. That doesn't seem like physics.
Yeah, look, physics and I didn't work out too well in my younger days, so I gave up.
Yeah. I'd just like to point out, we got a 48 second gap from P1 to P2 in the hyperclass.
Yeah, that's a little bit of a runaway. Must just be that bubble cap.
As I've said that gap is dropping drastically. What has happened? Never mind,
We're going back up again.
We're good.
Must have just been the chicane.
Yeah, we're all good. Everyone breathe. Calm down. Oh no, here we go. What's this? Has he had a bit of an incident? Nothing, mate. Nothing. That's that esports.
Nah, that's all good. What? Hey? What? Squeeze me? That's not right.
Cars can't fly.
Hey, unless you're in my car at Spa and you managed to lift off.
Oh, all the incidences are rolling through.
We've even got for the slow-mo. Oh, Ben, you are doing God's work tonight. I can't say I've ever seen that, especially at Le Mans.
That is hilarious. that deserves a round of applause. The ability to do that with no rear wing as well. He's managed to get the car up in the air. That's impressive.
Oh, SG60 for Lloyd for the incident with Thurcolini down the back straight.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
That is unfortunate.
He's crawled it all the way back to the pits just to serve a 60-second. I was about to say 60 minute, but it's a 60-second pen stop go. That's wait, you can't serve that when you're doing repairs, can you?
Not sure actually.
No idea.
Yeah, don't take our word for it.
Don't take our word for anything.
No.
We are in no position to give anyone advice.
Not at all. Like I keep telling people, I'm not here for moral support, I'm here for moron support. Like moral support only, I'm a bit special.
You've heard of gambling responsibly, now get ready for listen responsibly. We're on fire tonight, Margie.
Just reading in the chat. Sorry. Hi, Jan. I missed your message. She said hello to me, Nick.
He said hello to me, Nick. No,
Wow.
it says hello to me.
No!
I don't know what he said hello to me.
Yeah. So, 26 minutes to go. 27.
Well, I mean, I do want to look at it like that because it's.
Oh, I just look at the big numbers. Not the ones that are counting down.
Fair enough, mate. Whatever helps you get through life.
I'm not going to answer that truthfully. So, yeah.
Biz. Speaking of which, how's yours going over there?
On! I only had the one, sorry, mate. Yeah. Just a quiet night. It's a school night, mate. It's a school night.
Boo.
If I remember correctly, Ben had a sound check earlier and yeah, he was cracking a couple of cold ones, I think.
What was that, Ben? Are you opening up another beer, mate?
No, he's ignoring us now.
Okay.
Wow, that was awkward. Yeah.
He's let me down there. He's let me down big time.
Just, it's like when you go in for the high five and everybody ignores you.
It's like when you're going for a handshake and they turn around right as you reach your hand out. That's what that was like. But he just didn't turn around. He just looked directly at my hand, looked back up in my eyes, and then turned around. Yeah.
See you bye. No, thank you.
Oh, that's sad. That's not ideal.
Oh, well, we move on.
We got a yellow flag on track, so there's been an incident somewhere. Probably get that from Mr. Benjamin shortly. People,
if he's still listening to us.
honestly, I'm not gonna be mad if he does. If he's not, like,
Look, I wouldn't be
not
either.
blame him. Me personally, I'd probably be sitting there scrolling TikTok right about now. But I believe this is the blue flag of the McLaren. So he should let this Mustang pass, unless I'm wrong. It could be Hill. I believe it's Hill.
It's Hill and Armstrong behind the Mustang.
It is.
Yeah. We got
That's why you're here, mate. That's why you're here. As we've got this bit of an incident. Hey, that seems to be a common occurrence. Look at all the tyre tracks in that sand.
Ben, you know what to do.
We gotta get a slow-mo. I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky.
Or
Take it away,
in that case, I think it was the wall. Yep, and we're into the trees.
No, see, the thing is, right, let me break it down.
Oh,
Professional
wait.
as I am.
The breakdown with Nick.
Get ready for the next segment of Breakdown with Nick. So, as we saw the Hypercar taking flight, but what people don't understand is that, you know, obviously fans go to these races to watch these drivers race. And he noticed a fan sitting up in that tree getting pictures, so he just wanted to make sure he's getting the right angles of him, you know? His
Just wanted the up close.
Exactly. His car's set up, so if you get the right angle, it looks mwah. But if you get the wrong angle, it doesn't look good. So he's just making sure he's getting the right angles. And, yeah. That was breaking it down with Nick.
Yeah, right. That was something. And I'd just like to put a plug in there that... Oh, another one.
If you seen it, then you mean it, then you know you have to go. Yeah, that's them for me ass. Sorry.
You're right.
Could be action here. McLaren looks to be backing out. The McLaren looks very terrified.
The McLaren has actually been passed by
Yeah, is
the
it?
Mustang.
Is that Glenn?
America.
Is that his first name? I see a G. Who knows?
Wrong person.
Who knows? But Hill now has a mountain to climb, trying to get past that Mustang, especially on these straights.
Yeah, but the Mustang, it's a bit of a pig in the corners. I'm not even going to lie about it. Where the McLaren, you can sort of throw it around a bit more. As we are seeing, oh, I thought that would be the dive up the inside.
But he did have a bit of a squirrely exit there, so he had an opportunity, couldn't capture it. But he's definitely closed in as the Mustang goes for a little drifty-wifty. So, not over yet. We've got 20 minutes for the Macca to set something up. And the rain is not going away anytime soon, so he better start adjusting. Otherwise, he will not be getting past his Mustang again.
They could have put the camera right, somewhere where you can see past the rain.
Are you?
Yeah, there we go. That's better.
I don't know. That sounds like you're blaming. Sounds like you're blaming Ben there. We don't blame Ben. Okay?
No. I was not blaming Ben. I was blaming the engineers that put the camera in that specific place in the car. And I don't think that was Ben.
He is the cameraman. So.
And he is the GOAT. And why? Why would I be out here just...
It's at a pit. It is. Mr. Hill said, you know what? I've had enough. Let's put some new tyres on and see what we can do.
Ooh, that was a hypercar getting sideways. Also, shout out to Sam in chat, breaking it down with Nick, and then he breaks it down. I just thought it'd be breaking it down with Nick, and then he breaks down. No,
Mate.
Nothing? You got nothing there, bro?
Honestly, I kind of zoned out. I think
Fair enough. I
Seconds.
sort of zoned out as well, actually.
Yeah. No, we will not be getting that, Sam. I will not be singing that whole song. I believe I can fly. A little nice battle here with the Mustangs. Me personally, my money's on the blue one just because blue's better.
Yeah, but... Yeah, I'll go blue as well, because...
Look,
I normally run the black one. Oh, he's got the run.
Yeah, look at your switch. He's got the run. The other one's back there. He said, you know what, mate? You can have it. Maybe
that's my stretch. I'm normally like, yeah, there you go. Oh, there's a yellow flag.
So, yeah. People just letting people pass now in the last 20 minutes. We're creeping up on the 19-minute mark. We've actually missed the 20-minute mark.
Hey.
I was trying to keep an eye out for it, but again, wasn't paying attention.
Seems to be a pattern here.
What pattern's that, Marshy?
I'm not paying attention.
Yep.
And no name. I'm not lying. Absolute truth, Sam, mate.
Well, that's a lie.
Yeah. That's no. Missed the braking marker, missed the corner. Let's just go straight through the tyre barriers.
Did you hear that engine just then? That was beautiful, no?
Oh, it sounded like a weird V8.
They all sound weird. They definitely missed the braking point and thought, you know what, I'm not making this corner, let me take the exit route. I don't know if you get penalised for doing this, like the track cuts.
Yeah, that's a good point, actually. I'm not sure myself.
Because you lose time doing it, as we saw, how much time he lost to the Mustang in front of him. So, that'd be interesting to find out.
Yeah. I might actually have to try and look for that one. Do a bit of a snapping game just to give it a go.
I'd look for it, but I'm deaf.
I can't see what you're saying, mate.
But, yeah. Bennyfield, 47-second gap, 46-second gap. Just cruising away with the win. Coming down to the... Oh, I shouldn't have said that.
No, you've done it now.
Quick, change the subject.
Yeah, good on you. If he crashes, it's all on you, mate. It's all on the commentator's curse.
Is that Brooker P1 in GT3 by a lap? Is that what I'm saying? Or is that a lap to the hypercar?
Nah, surely that's a lap to the hypercars. Which
But
means...
Oh, where's...
Come park over there. Oh, he's back.
Sir, the track's this way. He clearly didn't see the road blockage. They're clearly doing construction down that road, mate.
They must be.
But, yeah. So, yeah, it is a one-lap gap to the hypercars as Kugali, what would you say his last name was?
Look, you've confused me now, so I don't want to ruin Lewis's last name. And
the Aston Martin in the 777 is 5 seconds behind, and we got a little bit of a replay here. Speaking of the Aston Martin of the 777,
and we're going straight ahead. Can't park there, sir.
Lewis,
he's back on track. He's doing all right.
Can't do that, mate. But that's all right. We live and we learn. See, remember last time we were in the comms booth, right? And old mate pointing out the red lights on the cars? Or
yes.
on the hypercars, the green lights? I've been looking for it on the Aston, and I only just noticed that it's on like the back wheel arch. See it?
Yes.
Yeah. Just for those wondering, those lights on the side of the Aston there, those two little red or orange, whatever colour they are. There's two of them because he's in P2. So Brooker would have one and McNeil would have three of those lights. So that's how you can tell who's where in the classes. Just a heads up.
And what does P4 have? Does P4 have anything?
No, I don't think. I'm pretty sure it's only the top three that have the lights.
Yes, sir. As we'll see on the BMW here. Suppose you can see it behind the driver's window. Not from that angle.
Oh, we ain't seen shit from that angle.
There it is. Right behind the driver's window.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that says P1, no? It's one block.
Yes. That means that would...
Oh, Brooker. Oh, I thought we were on board with McNeil. Sorry, my apologies.
That's not really the racing line, or that might be the esports.
I think they called for another breaking it down with Nick.
Oh, hold on to your steak and cheese cookies. Go.
Is that what I'm hearing right now? I can hear the crowd yelling for it. There's a chant.
Yeah. No.
Breaking it down with Nick. Breaking it down with Nick.
Oh, I heard something. I'm not sure what it was.
Don't worry, mate. It's all good.
Here we go. Go on. Here's your lead in. Breaking it down with Nick.
Ooh,
look at the slow-mo. Will we see it get airborne under slow-mo?
That is truly beautiful.
It really is.
It is going into the ground. Okay. The physics aren't physicking.
That's actually what I was thinking, like, oh, I'm going. Contract. Oh, we've really lost the plot now.
Oh, we have. It's been what, an hour and 27 minutes?
Yeah.
No.
I don't know. I can't
17 minutes. Hour and 17 minutes, mate. We are at the end of it. And boy, oh boy, does it feel good. Oh, brain starting to hurt. I can't think of anything else to make fun of you about.
There's lots more, mate. You just aren't thinking about it enough, obviously.
I've had an hour and a half to make fun of you, Marshy, and I think I've used up just about everything. Within the lines.
Yeah, within the, PG broadcasting limits.
Yeah. But, yeah. All in all, I think we can both agree that It's just good to see Lucas not out in front by 60 seconds again. He's actually not even on the podium. So
That's actually doesn't literally never happens. It's normally Lucas at least on the podium, if not the top step.
I don't want to be the one to say it, because I know it's going to rile up a few people, but is this Lucas Keys washed? Is this... Are we witnessing the downfall of Lucas Keys right now, Chat? Is that... As I say that, Brooker goes into the pits, and now Keys is about to get back on the podium.
Well, you know, we tried.
He's still only P3. Washed.
Still on the podium.
But Brooker's come out right behind him, so who knows? We've still got 11 minutes and 30 seconds left to go. Okay.
Oh.
I'm done. I'm just going to get off.
No, you've still got 11 and a half minutes, mate. You might as well see it right through.
No. Every time I talk about someone, something happens. So I'm just... No. We're all good.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
You didn't want to talk about the Mustang potentially? Oh, Mr.
Oh, that is actually sick. See, Ben, this is awesome. Why you're the GOAT. This is why. That's got to be put into the intro. That's got to be part of the intro. Sure.
Yes, it's got to be.
That was actually clean. That was very... I'm impressed.
That was a good save too.
Yeah, it was.
I would have spun around and been under the wall backwards.
Well, you wouldn't have, because you wouldn't still be in this race.
Oh, no. That's a great shout. I would have been sitting here watching the YouTube stream going, oh, if only I was better.
We're still in it. We're still in it, boys. We've got more jokes.
We're not done yet.
We're not going yet. You still got us for an extra 10 minutes, boys. So buckle up.
Oh, yeah.
This is where the Titans takes over.
And they're probably sitting there thinking, oh, another 10 minutes of these two. Oh, why? Who let these two in the comms booth?
There's gonna be some very strongly worded emails to Blake, I think.
Hope not.
I think they will.
Yeah, probably.
As the Macca decides to dip its toes in the sand as if it's on Bondi Beach.
I've never been to Bondi Beach, so I'll just have to take your words for it, mate.
We'll just eliminate the word Bondi and just have beach.
There we go.
And it applies. Have you never seen Bondi Beach? It's a whole show based on the beach in Bondi.
Genuinely have not.
Wow. It's a good watch.
No, hang on. Is that, am I thinking, I might be thinking something else, but is that, is it Bondi Rescue or something? I'm pretty sure there's
You are right. You are right. It's Bondi Rescue at Bondi Beach. You are right.
Yeah, there you go. I take it back. Yes, I have seen it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Where the hell did they get Bondi Beach from? Why did I think?
I have no idea. I suppose it's probably just the level of beauty that Bondi Beach holds, or insert something here that works.
It's not that good. It's overrated.
Yeah, right. Can't comment. Never been there. I've just seen the ads for it on TV.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're done.
Oh, the Macca's
happening to the Macca. Oh, understeer.
He can't keep that one out of the wall. He's not keeping that one out of the wall, unfortunately. That's going to be a bucket load of damage. With 8 minutes left in the race, you may as well just stick it out. You've come this far, see it through.
Limp it around.
No, I would have quit, but that's just me.
Likewise, rage quit. Gone and done something else.
But I just want to point out that the man, Mr. Lewis Calgary, is a P1 right now in the GT3 class.
Doing an absolute blinder of a job.
Who would have think it?
No. I wouldn't have thunk it at the start, but here we are, seeing it.
Here we are hearing it because we're blind.
Yeah, I can't see what. All right.
I mean, he's got 2 seconds to play with as well. His car's looking a little bit worse for wear. Is that damage or is that just the rain?
I think that might just be the aqua.
The what, sorry?
The aqua. Aqua. Water. Come on, bro. Even I learned something in school. Not much, but something.
Sorry, you said aqua and...
Aqua.
Yeah, my mind just went all places, but it's fine.
Yep, sure. Get him out of there.
So it's going to be a Porsche dominance in the hyperclass. He's boarded up from 46 seconds to 51 seconds. And Lewis, only holding a 2 second or a second and a half gap. P1 and GT3. Hopefully he can hold on. Beamer starting to get a little bit close for my liking.
Probably getting a bit close for his liking too, to be fair.
See, why in the GT3s we have this camera angle and there's no rain, but if you do this on the hypercar, you can't see a thing.
Are you blaming Ben again, like I was earlier?
I would never. No, because it's not a camera problem, it's an engineering problem from the designers of the cars.
Oh, right. Is that what it is?
Yeah. I would never in a million years blame the glorious engineering.
The man, the myth.
Who are we talking about?
Ben? I can't believe I had to explain that.
Hey, you just didn't say his name. I thought you could have been talking about me for a second. You're excited.
No.
One day.
I mean, yeah, sure.
But 5 minutes 30 to go, and McNeil's closing in the gap to Cuggly Coogly Calgary.
Oh, that's his name from now on.
Yeah.
Sorry, Lewis. If you happen to be watching the stream afterwards, that's your name now, brother.
Cuggly Coogly Calgary. Gonna be feeling the pressure in a second from McNeil. He's shaved off about 6/10, so he is coming. He is hunting you down, but 5 minutes left. Has he left it too late is the question.
Oh, another replay. What weird physics have we got here, LMU?
No. Who cares about the physics? We all care about the slow-mo.
Slow-mo was awesome. Hey!
Oh, yeah. There it is.
Oh, the slow-mo into the
Straight
wall!
into the wall.
Through the wall!
Oh, my. That's death.
Death. Yeah.
I think Romain Grosjean had the same crash in...
Hey!
Hey! Where are you going?
Lifting off. Hey, how you going?
Did he have an incident as well, or was that just lag?
I'm
It looked like
pretty
he
sure there
completely
might have been an
missed the
incident and
road.
went straight through the corner.
Yeah, that's what it looked like.
And then over the corner and LMU things.
Oh, here we go. I was waiting for it. I knew it was coming. Oh, my days.
Oh,
That's
you're right.
What a save!
What are you doing?
What a save from the Peugeot! He manages to save it.
He took it out of the wall and straight back into the middle of the track. Well done.
Now that's the esports line.
Missed the corner, straight through the wall. Oh, no. Track. What are you about?
We might have to do a breaking it down with Nick segment for that one. Holy crap.
Oh, you better hurry up. We've only got 3 minutes left, mate.
I got nothing to say to it, to be honest.
And at this point,
Speechless.
Lewis is getting some pressure put on him by McNeil, and we've got no time for the breakdown with Nick.
We've hit the 3 minute mark. He's still.
Oh, wait.
See, every time I go to talk about someone, what happens, Marshy?
Yeah.
I'm the worst, bro.
It used to be me last season in ACC. Every time I mentioned a person, they got spun off or dived into the wall. I'm
I
glad
think
it's not
as
me anymore.
Lewis, as not Lewis, I don't know who Lewis is. It's Cuggly Coogly Cowgly has had that incident of a little bit of a snap of whiskey. McNeil looked like he had a bit of a snap of whiskey behind him, so I think he's all right. No. Oh,
Kept it out of the wall.
he's going straight through the puddle. Okay, there is no
We'll
water.
cool down the
What
tyres. Yeah, she'll be right, mate. No, there we go. Yeah. That was both of us. Kept it out of the wall. No.
Perfectly
what.
cut replay.
Just for you, Marshy, I'll just chuck it straight into the wall. Make you wrong.
All this effort to save it, but you know what? I don't feel like continuing this race, so see you later.
About no.
Oh, he's getting really close.
He's getting really close, within half a second.
And who's that in front of him, Marshy?
Well, that's Lewis, isn't it? I'm not going to butcher the man's last name.
It's Coogly Cuggly Cowgly.
You know, yeah, okay.
And McNeil, aka the McNeil River, is storming his way through the river of a racetrack right now to catch him. See what I did there?
That was well done, yeah, I see what you did there.
Thanks. I appreciate it. But with a minute 10 left, heading into the last lap, I fear, as I say that, he's getting even closer. We could be on for a little bit of a last lap, bit of racing here, Marsh.
We could be.
Touch wood, I didn't just jinx it again.
You probably did, but anyway. Let's face it, I would have absolutely butchered it under pressure.
You butchered it without pressure, though.
Yeah.
He's sending it up the inside. McNeil River gonna make his way through the inside after the bit of an incident there from Cuggly Coogly Cowgly. He's missed the breaking point, gone wide, and McNeil River has taken advantage of it. And now he's in first place. Did he dip the grass? I don't know what exactly happened. I think he might have got spooked. I'm not quite sure what happened there. But regardless, McNeil River storms out into P1, and Coogly Cowgly Cuggly is P2. And he's dropped a second and a half back.
He thought, you know what? It's yours, mate. I'm not going to fight for it. You can have it.
So, trying to think of something for Benefield, but I feel like Beanfield gonna take Hyperclass. I feel like that's actually his name.
I genuinely don't. I'm not sure. All I know P2 is Peter, because I'm really not going to attempt it. He has explained it to me, and apologies, I have forgotten.
Might just start calling him Papa.
I think
That
we
sounds
explained.
good.
We
Right.
talked about that last race, actually.
McNeil River.
In the pits.
Coogly Cuggly Cowgly.
In the pits. What's
Did we miss
have we
the last
missed?
one?
Have we missed the race finish?
Yeah.
Yeah. I know we're not all with it, but come on.
Did they not have one more lap? I'm so confused.
How did Lucas get P? I'm pretty sure they had one more lap, because that just shows that Lucas just got P1.
What?
Oh,
Did they
I
run
am
out of energy?
Puzzled.
Did they run out of
Surely
energy?
not.
Did McNeil River, Coogly Cuggly Cowgly, and the accountant Brooker? Oh no, Brooker's fine.
We'll see. Hey, I don't know
What
now.
happened?
I am really confuzzled.
My brain hurted it even more.
You know, I genuinely don't get it.
Listen, I know we're both tired. I know
It's been a long race.
clawing our way through this race, but we're not that bad, are we?
I don't think
What's
so.
just happened?
I think they've just hooked into the pits And Lucas has taken P1 in the GT3 class. And Brooke has
I've
taken...
just jinxed it. I jinxed it ages ago when I said, thankfully, Lucas hasn't won yet another race that we've commentated. And here we are watching Lucas in P1.
win another race that we've commentated. Yeah.
Oh my God, my head hurts. Marshy, help me.
No, because I need just as much, if not more.
I need a cuddle.
No, you have to ask somebody
Okay.
else. I think Sam O'Brien in chat was... he'll do that.
I'd really like a cuddle from Benjamin.
See, there's the checkered flag.
There it is. And Beanfield, aka Strawfield, aka Dorkfield, has taken the win in the Hyperclass by a demanding lead, I might add. Almost a minute ahead of P2. And Peter, you know, not to put any shame on P2, but just clearly wasn't in the same class as Mr. Benefield, Strawfield, Storkfield. I'm just waiting for Lucas to cross the line now so we can say yet another win for Lucas Keys. Yay. He must get tired of being this good, right? You'd have to. I know I would.
Look, I don't know. Wouldn't have a clue. If I had just a little smidgen of talent that Lucas has, I'd be happy.
Yeah.
But alas, I don't. I'd be one of the ones down the bottom with the DNF. Or
Did you just compare yourself to Layla Bell?
No.
Is what I just heard you do?
Look, I wouldn't have started. Let's face reality here, Nick.
Yeah, that's fair. I just realised how long we have to wait for these GT3 cars to finish their race.
Yeah, it's like a standard 4-minute lap on dry tyres.
Yeah. Not to mention the wet.
Yeah.
But we are on board with Mr. Keys to win yet another race. Wow. I'm so disappointed that I jinxed myself on this.
I mean, we shouldn't take credit away from, Lucas
no, absolutely
winning.
Not.
Even if he is driving on the grass in places.
But when you're as talented as him, you can do that and still win the race.
And still win.
Exactly.
He is a talented driver. I will give him a lot of credit.
I just want to know also what happened with McNile River and Kugly Kagly.
Yeah, look, I reckon we should pull them into the comms box one day next season and, after match sort of...
Last season, mate. This is the last season of LMU, mate.
I thought it was the last race of the season.
Aren't we doing GT4s next?
Yeah, but I'm sure there'll be another season of LMU.
Yeah, maybe if they fix their game. But anywho's, that's Keys crossing the line. Bruker, 12 seconds, coming around the chicane. And Kugly Kagly P3 drifty wifty his way across the line. I've never been more confused in a race, Marshy, as to what's just happened there.
Yeah, likewise. Bamboozled, one might say.
I'm so confused. I'm definitely intrigued to see what happened. But anywho's, over to you to take us out there, big fella.
Oh no, I did the intro. You're on the outro, brother. Nice try. Love the effort.
Anyways, to sum up the Le Mans Ultimate Season 2, I believe, at Le Mans, taking the Hyperclass win here, we have Benefield. P2 we have Peter, P3 we have Gibbons, and then for the GT3 class we have Lucas Keys. In P1, P2 we have Bruker, and P3 we have the one and only Kugly Kagly. As for the ending finishes, I have no idea who's finished where. But that's going to do it for this race. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. I've been Nick Brannett. This has been David Marshy, joined by Benjamin Hignett on the cams, and we're going to chuck yous on over to Split Red on ACC, so make sure you guys don't go anywhere.
You can do the intro, Sam.
Good evening, race fans, and welcome back to the Simrigs ACC OOR Sprint Series. Apologies that we missed quality tonight. The LMU race ran a bit long, but we have Brendan Ellis from Longley, from Shady Samuel in third. That's interesting. Ramez, Maddox, Squires, Raschuti, Hislop, Muscavas, and Salvaggio rounding out your top 10. It is a wet track here at Donington tonight, and this is going to be a punishing race in the wet. This is a high-speed and twisty circuit at the best of times. Throw in a bit of agua, Mr. Marsh, and this is going to be one punishing race. We've got an hour to go. Cars are sitting on the grid, and we have gone green. Great start there from Shady and Longley. Breno Ellis maybe a little bit late on the reaction times as they flow into Hollywood and they start to plunge down the hill into the Craner curves. This is going to be treacherous in the wet on cold tyres. Oh, and we've already had we've already had one incident that looked like Raschuti, if I'm not mistaken. We have cars off the track left and right. This is going to be absolutely wild. Longley shows the nose for Maddox there. But Maddox,
more contact at the old hairpin. Could be a safety car called. Yep, safety car's been called. Everyone's slowing down. Wow, epic start. Great call there, Sam.
Thank you. Yeah, we have yellow flags all over the track map. Our illustrious cameraman is going to be busy with all the replays, but we are under safety car conditions. This is going to allow the field to bunch back up. For someone like Breno that made it through those first couple of sectors untouched and untamed, he's going to be a bit dirty. That he's got to go line astern with everyone and try it all again. One thing to watch in these conditions is obviously the cars aren't ghosted under safety cars. So if they're not offset like a zipper, we could have a few oopsies. So it looks like Longley squeezed Maddox a bit there. And then that is the three Pyramids Mercedes of Samuel going into the side of Raschuti, which is unfortunate. He would have been on safe. Yeah, look, didn't tap a wall, so it's recoverable. According to the timing tree, he's rejoined in P14, but we'll see if that updates to have him further back down the grid. He should be in for a good race in that Ferrari. Fantastic in wet conditions. So we'll see what he's got in him.
Yeah, I think the safety car will be called in on this lap, so I'm guessing the driver's going to get ready to go. Let's see where else goes. He's ramping up from the exit from the last hairpin, and yeah, looks like we are green again for lap 2. Let's see how we go.
Here we go, green again. Aidan Squires in the Red Bull Mustang is ducked into the pits as the guys flow into Redgate. Tricky corner at the best of times. Off camber, high speed, and so that's going to be very trying in the wet for these drivers here.
Absolutely, and the Porsches in the mid-pack, that'd be interesting to see if they get to make some ground on the cars in front.
Very interesting, yeah, you're right there, Damo. Another car, as Maddox is right behind Shady. This is a fascinating battle in the wet. That's fantastic car control from both of those drivers to save any contact. Of course, we were sitting in helicam, so if there was a minute contact, we didn't see it. Well played, boys. As Shady gets a bit of an oversteer moment there through McLean's and into Coppers for the rung down into the Fogarty S's. This will be the first time through this high-speed section for the drivers in these conditions, and the top three have made it through cleanly without any incident. We'll see if there's any little yellow flags that pop up further down the field as Maddox shows the nose on Shady here, and he's gonna throw it up the inside, and that was bold. That was very bold. A one Martin Brundle would have called that a day late and a dollar short, I think, Damo.
Oh, yeah. A little bit of tap there. Redress the position. We'll see if a penalty coming through. We don't know what the stewards will do, so we'll play on from there. The tricky part now is going to be the spray in the car and the cockpit. It's going to be really difficult, especially with some of these high-speed precision corners in this technical track that we got here in England.
Yeah, it's going to be very, very tricky. As the field spreads out, that spray will come down a little bit. But the drivers are definitely going to be contending with that at the moment. And I've just seen Lucas Keys pop up in chat and say that Hislop had the save of all saves into turn 4, so maybe Benny can grab us a replay of that one there as we flip back to your top 3. And Maddox in that McLaren is all over the back of Shady in the Mustang. The mid-engine cars here are a little bit more balanced, they're a little bit tamer in the wet, whereas the front-engine cars, because they've got all the weight over the nose, they're a bit squirrely under brakes in the wet, but they are more stable on exit. So we'll see how that plays out, Damo.
Yep, yeah, we got in Craner Curves, there's a bit of yellow kicking on. No, sorry, the Swartz Curve, there's a bit of yellow going on. It's a car going off there. I think maybe 2 or 3 cars were involved in that one. It's car 54 or 64. Could be Griffiths. We'll find out as the timing tree updates.
Somehow I don't think we're going to be short of action tonight. As we have a look, fast starter Scotty Rochford into the top 10 in the Pro-Am 332 Porsche. And it does look like Raschuti is sort of sitting in 11th, so he's going to have quite a battle to get back through the pack. But look, if there's any man for the task, it is Mr. Raschuti. So it'll be interesting. We will watch that one with keen eyes as we flow through.
Replay coming in.
So this is a replay of the start. We're looking at Aiden and Hislop. Salvaggio behind as well. Salvaggio is going to show the nose here. Hislop sees him coming and shows Rumour. That's forced him wide onto the grass, and that's a dangerous place to be in the wet. As Rashuti's rejoin was nice and safe. Well done there.
And I think that's when the safety car was called, and so it might have caught some people out a bit of slowing down. Tricky to do through the mist. Yeah,
we saw a Porsche go into the back of what looked like John Gormley's car, but or it might have been Eagle's Nissan. And sent him pirouetting into the grass.
Yeah, it looked like it could have been Viney or Chalmers. They have similar looking liveries.
Definitely one of those 2 Kovacs Porsches, and I get both of those guys confused every week, so I thought I'd just leave it. As this is the incident between Ramez and Raschuti.
Boy, there he goes around. And back to replay again. Out the back, there's a red car that went off as well.
We are back to live vision now. Maddox has dropped off the back of Shady a little bit here, and he's got Long Lee for company. Timing tree says half a tenth, but I don't believe that for a second. That looks like a tenth or 2 at max. And we'll see as they cross the line. 4 tenths, it's made a liar of me. As they throw it into red gate, these drivers are going to be just on the edge of grip the whole way around that corner. They're going to be balancing all their inputs to try and keep those cars pointing in the right direction. And in tricky conditions like this, those drivers that have got smooth inputs are going to be the one that are going to build an advantage this evening.
I think so too. With the bro steering that some people do, you get a bit of understeering and can get some snap overs here. More replays of Raschuti going around. And look, there's a red car at the back that got turned around here. Yeah, there he is. That was more going around. 909.
So that was the Fanatic Mustang. The driver's name eludes me at the moment, but I love the livery, so I've committed that one to memory. That unfortunately had a bit of a ballerina moment through there as we're watching the cars file through the Fogarty S's again, and we're currently on the rear window of Breno, watching Shady hunting in the background, looking for any way past this Audi that he can.
I'll tell you what though, this top 4 are really sticking close together. It's like you could pretty much say 3 cars or 4 cars in 3 seconds. As you can see, looking backwards, we'll see Maddox in the yellow and blue Waffle House car and Long Lee in the white Mercedes. Everyone's staying close together.
They sure are. I'm just looking down the timing tree. There's an intense battle going on for 7th here between Gobby and McLeod, both in the Astons as well, so they'll be relishing in these conditions tonight, but currently only 4 tenths between those 2 guys fighting over 7th. So no doubt that's an exhilarating battle as Breno runs a little bit wide there onto the grass. He's done well to hang on to it, but that's going to give Shady the run on him into McLean's as he shows the nose a little bit up the inside, doing everything he can to fill those mirrors.
I have an interesting hypothesis for the race at the moment. Is looking at the weather widget, it looks like medium rain, and I reckon this medium rain is going to be here to the end of the race. So I don't think there's going to be any varying conditions tonight.
That would be upsetting. I'd love to see a bit of dry in there to spice it up. Force the drivers to make a decision on if and when they're going to change to slicks.
Oh, absolutely.
As we get another yellow flag of the 26 car there, which is Liam Braid in the Porsche that's sort of fallen to the back of the pack a little bit.
You got that right. As we're on board with Rich Udy going through the Fogarty S's, they're staying very close to Rochford. 2 purple cars, line astern. We'll see how the Porsche will get its traction out of the corners versus the pro-skilled Rich Udy.
And Richudi's going to do everything he can to just slice through this field as quickly as possible. The race for him is up the front. As we've got the 26 Porsche of Liam Braid going wide, and then he taps into the side of Rob Brickley in the mobile Porsche there and sends him spiralling off into the grass as well. Unfortunate for Rob, caught up in someone else's incident. I can hear the steam coming out of the ears of the poor stewards tonight. They've had a very, very busy opening 10 minutes.
Oh, absolutely. If the previous 2 races get anything to go by, this circuit is designed for content. As Richard gets an excellent run through the old, the old hairpin onto Rochford. One thing I noticed with Rich Udy as well, going into turn 1, he goes very deep into the pit lane. He's got to be careful about that and not get a track limit there. If he gets all 4 wheels across the pit entry line, I believe that's a track cut. So I'll keep an eye on that and see how he goes, because he's desperate to get past Rochford here so he can make some ground up.
Yeah, he's all over the back of Rochford. Forget sticking to the back of. He is all over it here. As we cut back to our leaders and then back to Rashudi, he throws it up the inside through the Fogarty S's. That's a brave line there, especially in the wet, but he's managed to hold on to it. He's got the traction out of the corner, but has he got the move done? As we head into the Melbourne hairpin, he has. Rochford has thought better of it and decided not to fight it. Meanwhile, Hislop in the GDR thinks that he might have a bit of this action here. And he's now got the inside into Goddard.
Deep under brakes. Well done.
That's unfortunate for Rochford there. He's just lost 2 positions in 2 corners.
Absolutely. The only positive sign on that is there was a silver class and a pro class car. So he's still leading the pro-am class here, so that's good. He's got a 2-second gap over Viney, and he's got 2 spots back. Chalmers with plus 10 with that contact, I think, on the safety car issue.
There you go. I think we're going to see a few penalties rolled out over the next few minutes while the stewards clean up from that opening lap.
A little bit of housekeeping for this race. What we have is a 60-minute race with no required pit stop, and because of that, no required pit windows. Drivers will be driving to the end unless they need to change tyres or repairs. Tyres for dryers, that is.
So there you go. And, with the weather, we can see 30 minutes out here, and at the moment it is wet, wet, wet. So I think you're right there, Damo. I don't think we're going to see any meaningful change of conditions, even if, after that 30-minute mark it decides to dry out. The track's going to stay wet, as we're on board with Viney and Chalmers here, and you can see why I get those 2 cars confused, ladies and gentlemen. I can't be to blame for that. They are the same livery with slightly different colour schemes, as Chris Murphy in the 101 Porsche throws it up the inside of Chalmers there, and he makes that move sick. That was a classy move. Looks like Viney went wide through the Melbourne hairpin as well, so Murphy may get a run on him into Goddard's.
I think you mean Chalmers. I think Chalmers actually led him through because he delayed the turn in there, which is a smart way to go about it, because it's probably your fastest way to finish the race, and hopefully that Murphy will be battling Viney and Chalmers can sneak through on a pass while they're battling. As we have another penalty come through for Gormley in the 666 Aston Martin. Unfortunately, plus 10 seconds to you.
There you go. So Gormley was caught up in one of those incidents, as we jump to Zach Jensen, who was 2.2 seconds off the back of the 666 Vic car there, and we jump back to our top 4. Longley has been all over the back of Maddox here, and I've been so impressed with his patience. We haven't seen any half-baked moves from Longley. He's biding his time, and he's going to try and bait Maddox into a mistake, which for those of us that have been watching Maddox drive for a little while, they are few and far between. So poor old Longley could be waiting a little while, but we'll keep our eyes peeled and see what happens.
Yep, these four cars still sticking together. A very impressive pace. 4 different makes as well, and we'll see who got the tyre strategy or tyre pressures right. Which I think they actually got them all right, judging by how closely they're sticking together. And looking at the times for Maddox, he's on his fast pace. He's only 1/10 slower. He's cooking. They're all cooking.
Yeah, they sure are, and they've built a huge gap. Back to Ramez, who's the leading silver class driver in the 223 Mercedes there. The 5.3 second gap and updating. And Ramez has got a bit of clear air here. So he's got Salvaggio 3.7 seconds behind him in the McLaren. We'll see if Salvaggio can reduce that gap a little bit. But he's currently being hassled by Timmy Gobe, who's still in 7th. And that battle that we were referencing earlier between McLeod and Gobe, Buscavas has managed to get through McLeod, and both of them have dropped off the back of Gobby a little bit. So Gobby is all on the offensive here. He's going to have that McLaren well and truly fixed in his sights, and he's going to be looking for chinks in that armour. He's going to be looking for which corners the McLaren's weak through, and his Aston, which is a fantastic machine in the wet, find where he can get an advantage and get through. As we cut to a replay here of the number 8 Aston, which has gone a bit wide on exit, had an incident all by himself and unfortunately parked it into the wall there, Damo.
Yes, you don't want some damage here. That brings that number 8, I believe, was in front of Rich Udy, sliding down. Number 8's now in P12, and Rich Udy, P9. It's got past Rochford and Hislop.
It's making that charge through the field look easy.
Yeah, one thing I've always impressed with Rich Udy is his braking ability. So I like to see how he goes into the Melbourne hairpin. That'll be pretty spectacular.
You're not wrong there, mate. He is a very quick operator. He's for Udy, and that Ferrari will be looking after him very, very well in the wet.
Maddox just went a tiny bit wide there through the old hairpin and getting to the where's the old hairpin? I'm looking at my track map, it's upside down. Starkey's Ridge, which allowed Longley. I was going to say he's going to get Longley to have a run on him, and certainly has, and Longley's gone through into 3rd place.
Oh, as McLaren very close under brakes there. Not happy that he's lost that position at all. And he's going to do everything he can. Coming into the Fogarty S's, he's going to hold that inside line, but I think he's far too far back to think about a move into this chicane, which has got deadly curbs on both apexes. As Shady has a bit of a look, he's reminding Brenner that he's here. He's saying, hey, don't you forget about me, mate. You make one slip up, and I'm going to drive right past you like you're standing still.
It's an interesting strategy I heard from a couple of drivers. Driving so close behind another car is actually mentally taxing. So especially if you're let's assume that Shady Shamble is much faster than Brendan here, but he can't get past. So he'll back up 1 or 2 seconds, get a mental breather, so you can actually see the track and your turn-in points, and then get that little bit of rest and have another attack, which could be what's happening here. We'll have to keep our eyes peeled and see how close he is, because that's what happened with Longley on Maddox. He was about a second behind and quickly close up to 1 second as car 26 went off and left the race.
Yeah, that's Liam Braid. That's his second incident in 20 minutes, so he'd be feeling pretty sore and sorry for himself at this stage, and has decided that he does not want to continue. As we're sitting in the cockpit with Shady, talking about, smooth drivers being rewarded in the wet, the attitude of that Mustang in this opening 20 minutes has been very, very controlled. We're looking at his wheel work here, and he's doing great on the straight. He's holding it in the centre. But we watch him come through the Fogarty S's, and look at the wheel work here. Left, right. He is doing everything he can, and he's doing a masterful job to keep that beast pointing in the right direction in these very, very slippery conditions.
Did you see the Shady squirm under braking? His car's he's giving it everything, absolutely everything.
And like I said earlier in the coverage, these front engine cars, because all the weight is at the front, in heavy braking zones, that's where they have a disadvantage in these conditions. So, whereas if we watch the same braking zone with Breno in the Audi, I think you'll find that it's a much more balanced braking experience on entry. But where the advantage is going to come for these front engine cars is they're more stable on exit in these conditions than our mid and rear engine counterparts. And this is the incident with Liam Braid, stuck between the two Kovacs Porsches, captures a bit of curb, slides out wide, rejoins fairly well. He's got the GDR there of Zavaka behind him.
You know what else has happened? Was it Chalmers got past Viney?
Hopefully those two occupy different bits of the track, so I don't get them mixed up.
It would be handy, wouldn't it? And the Porsche Cup Racing in P11, 12, 13, 14. Excellent.
There we go. Correct me if I'm wrong, but those Porsches are slowly but surely making their way through the field here.
They are, but is it other people's mistakes or is it efficient driving? Because we know McLeod has dropped a spot. We'll
maybe
keep an eye.
Bit of column A, bit of column B. McLeod's dropped more than a spot. He was fired at Gobby for P7 about 5 minutes ago. He's had an absolute mare. Not quite sure what's happened there, whether he's had a bit of an incident or a bit of an oopsie.
I think he was in the replay we had just before when it was between Vimy and Chalmers. He just drifted off the edge of the circuit.
That was Liam Braid in the 26 Porsche, if I'm not mistaken.
Anyhow, moving on. We're here now. I could be wrong. Anyhow, so
I love a humble man, Davo. I love a humble man.
What I really want to talk about is the championship standings. So we've got Shady Samuel in front of Ellis, in front of Richie Udy, and the points gap is 65 points and 203. Down to silver, we got Tim Goby and Gabriel Salvaggio. Their gap is 2 points, so that's one to keep an eye on. That's car 72 and car 11. Then we've got Pro-Ams. We've got Pete Chalmers leading that over Ben Curtis and Scott Rochford. So Chalmers is going to lose some gap time to Rochford, but it's still keep a commanding lead. It's around the 50-point mark. And down in AM class, we have Brad Gosling leading. So Sukri, we'll definitely get some points against Brad Gosling here.
Yeah, well, at the minute, we've only gone through a third race distance, and, Sukri's a name that I'm not super familiar with. I think this might be his second race for Split Red. But Brad Gosling I know quite well, and he's a pretty steady operator, Brad. So, he tends to make up his positions by just sort of keeping calm, driving safely. Doesn't have too many incidents, doesn't set the timing tree on fire, but you'll find at the end of the race that Mr. Gosling is up there and in contention, I would have thought.
Oh, absolutely. Slow and steady, especially in these wet races, will definitely get you some good results. As you see, Rich Udy's catching right up on Buskakovas. The gap before was about 3.5 seconds. Now we're down at 1.2. And just really stretched out from head stop. He's nearly 5 seconds ahead. With an extra 3.5 from Rochford. So Rich Udy, absolutely flying. Definitely a guy to watch tonight. As we've got 37 minutes to go in the race. So looking at Tim Goby now, with Buskakovas behind him, and in front of Goby we have Slavaggio. So we've got P7, 8 and 9 really close together. So that's the, and 5, 6 and 7 being the silver class guys. Still got Murphy back in P12 being a bit behind, and it's looking like Goby's got a bit of a run on Slavaggio here, heading down into the Fogger DS's. Can I have a look? No, pulls him behind, stays straight. Maybe going to have a look at Melbourne Hairpin, so we'll see how he goes here. Weather is still going to rain for the next race, and Rich Udy in the background, looking heavy braking as we got Buskakovas defending, going a little bit deep. Rich Udy's got on the inside, and it's going to be a race to the next hairpin, which is Goddard's. Rich Udy keeps the position, goes to have a wider entry to have hopefully a better exit into the main straight as we head down to Redgate. This battle is certainly not over. Ricciuti certainly been held up. His lap time now is 32.7, so about half a second down on his best time when he was catching.
He's going to want to make quick work of Buscavas here. Ricciuti's shown us sort of through qualifying and in the early parts of this race that he's definitely got the pace over the McLaren. And I'm going to be... and sorry, Buscavas, for that curse. He's had an incident all by himself. He's lost the rear.
Didn't get to finish the sentence.
No, but I think what's going to be really interesting is to watch Ricciuti spoil the Gobby Salvaggio party. You know,
Absolutely.
Salvaggio obviously made his way past there, but he's not going to drop Gobby quickly. As we see Shady make a move to the outside here on Breno, and he's managed to get alongside through the Melbourne hairpin. But Breno, I'd say, is going to stay right where he is and just demand the inside of the track there. And he's made an absolute liar out of me as he goes onto the preferred racing line. Shady's thrown it up the inside. And we resume battle for another lap. These two are absolutely duking it out.
I'm going to put it out there. I think Shady Samuel's the faster of the two drivers in the current conditions.
Well, the timing tree would say otherwise, Damo. Both in quali and in race trip.
Well,
he's been able to hang on to the back of him, but it is one thing to catch and another thing to get through as we have a look at a replay of the Buscavas incident. And,
braked on the curb.
Yeah, just a touch of curb there. And the McLaren rear end has let go. There's a bit of clear air here currently between Gobby and Salvaggio, which I didn't expect that gap to build so quickly, as Ricciuti would have suffered a little bit of pressure loss from going wide there, but he is carving his way through the field. And I think he's going to want to make short work of both of these two, as Salvaggio in the Aston there had a bit of an oversteer moment, and Gobby is now having to worry about in front and behind. This is a really tricky position to be in as a driver. Not only is he trying to make his way through Salvaggio, but he's got to worry about defending that track position for the barnstorming Ricciuti and the Ferrari coming through behind him.
Well, poor Rigovi, he's got to attack and defend all at the same time. I think Salvaggio is struggling a little bit through that last corner there. Yeah, really getting really wild, and Gobi getting to have a look. That's very close to a contact. These guys are pushing super hard. Excellent driving in the wet. No commentator curse there. Everyone's doing rubbish. That's what I was told. You want a blessing? You got to say that they're doing rubbish.
Well, look, these three, as well as our front battle pack, they've
hello. What's
they've been
happening
very
here?
polite. As
Gobi's pulled over.
Gobby's let him through. That's bizarre. And I'll give you my hot take on that sort of stuff. You know, we are racing for position in a race without any pit stops. I understand the theory behind it, but the competitor in me just doesn't have it in me to just move out of the way and let a faster driver through like that. Myself as a pro-am, these guys with silver or white badges, they clearly have proved their stripes that they are quicker than me. I'm not going to defend that position with my life, but I'm also not going to lay over and jump out of the way on the straight. And we see a yellow flag for, is that the 21 car down at the Melbourne hairpin? Looks like that car has gotten back up and running and rejoined the track, so I'm sure we'll get a replay of that incident shortly. As battle is resumed between Breno and Shady here, there was 5 tenths in it as they crossed the line on the previous lap, and there's now 0.48 tenths in it as we cross the line on this lap here. These guys are both nip and tuck.
Well, here we go. It's 21. It's gone deep. It's gone very deep. Stay at the wall. Stay at the wall. Oh, yeah, it's going to make it a bit trickier in the wet now. Finally, looks like he's had a bit of an incident. I don't think that's a pen. I think it's track limits, but he's dropped a few spots. So maybe that chicane has claimed another car.
Yeah, very easy to get track limits through there because you want to use as much of the curb as the car can take.
Oh,
You'll be able to
absolutely.
get there at full speed. And
100%. Yep.
and you know the margins there are literally inches. So you know whether he's fallen out of that, he is serving that drive through as we speak. I believe that's going to pop him out behind the 44 car there as we jump on and get a replay. And that's Viney there in the number 118 Porsche, and he's run very, very wide there.
Well, Richard, he's got to move on Salvaggio. He's got an excellent run out of Copus, going into Fogadies's on the inside. He's got his nose slightly ahead, controls the line, yeah, and through. Excellent move. Well patient. Oh, which is allowed. This is it. This is what he's done. Gobby's having a move on Salvaggio, going down to the Melbourne hairpin. He's got in front. He's closing the line. He's made it. Oh, hold my breath while I'm talking. I can't do any more.
That was a very, very late move from Gobby there. Very late move. As we now see a replay of the move of Stefano on Salvaggio there. Salvaggio didn't fight that move anywhere near as hard as I thought he would, and that cost him. And this plays into what I was talking about earlier, Damo.
Yep.
We're in a no-stop race, and we're fighting for position. Don't just roll over to the side of the track and get out of the throttle, because it's going to let your competitor that you actually want to have a race with, who's tucked, 3 or 4 tenths up behind that pro driver coming through, it's going to open the door and let him through. And look at the gap now that we're seeing between Salvaggio and Gobby. These guys have been nip and tuck all night as we've just gone half race distance. And, Gobby's going to look to now build that gap and put a bit of clear air between himself and Salvaggio.
I think he'll certainly get that done. It's sort of like an endurance mentality on that one, like letting a faster car through to stay out of trouble, because you race each other and slow each other's down. And I think he got a little bit lucky there that Ricciuti got a move on him so easily. As we have another replay, car 31.
So that's Puskovas and Rochford there, as Rochford runs wide and allows Puskovas through. That's a great looking livery on the McLaren too, by the way. I don't think we've seen that livery so far this season.
But many good liveries on the grid, not going to lie.
There are, but there's some that stand out, and that livery just suits the lines and curves or lack thereof on the McLaren. I think that's been done very, very well.
Get to have another look at it.
He's from the Why Not OOR racing team.
That's excellent. Go.
I was say, and I agree with that statement. Why not race OOR? In my opinion, the premier racing league in Australia. Quick shout out to our series sponsor in Simrigs. I have just made a purchase from them, and I am very excitedly waiting my new wheelbase to arrive. Hopefully it arrives in time for me to get it set before Coda. Otherwise, that could be very interesting. But look, if you're watching this stream and you're thinking about getting involved in league racing, come on and join in. We've got 2 rookie splits that run once a week, so you don't have to jump straight into our sprint main game. We do have that Academy series there that's designed for newcomers, and I think if you look through the timing tree here, Damo, every single one of these drivers currently competing in the main game would have come up through our Academy series.
If not all of them, definitely a big significant number of them. I remember when I went through the rookie series, I remember seeing Chalmers there. Not Chalmers, definitely Rochford. We came through roughly at the same time.
It's, I myself came through that same way. Started in Academy, made my way through, and I'll never forget the first season that I jumped into sprints. It was, you would have thought that I was starting on the Formula One grid. So yeah, if you're watching the stream and you're thinking that league racing would be something that you want to get involved in, jump into the Discord, join into the Academy series, and get on track and have some wheel-to-wheel action.
Absolutely, 100%. And I can expand on that for you as well, a little bit as well for the other people. It's rookies is a place where, or the Academy series is a place where we can learn your racecraft in a lower pressure environment. Sure, there'll be some fast people there, but they need to know and understand how OR run our races. So they'll be there for a couple of races, and then once they understand how things work, they move on. And you always have someone to race against in those series, in the lower series. I wouldn't say lower series, I'd say the inexperienced series. And the more experienced series, being sprint racing, we look down our timing tree. We have people of all paces learning their racecraft, learning their speed, and getting better and better, as we have Chalmers defending against Curtis. And this is where we can learn and get better every week. And don't forget, we also have endurance races and LMU, which we had earlier this evening. The second part was LMU was only for 6 rounds, so the remaining 4, I believe, is going to be a GT4 Cup car round. So come and join in on that.
Yeah, good fun. Good fun as we cut back to live action here. And Benny Curtis there, tucked up 0.4 of a second behind Chalmers in the Porsche. And Ben Curtis he's kind of out of position here. He qualified higher up, and he had that incident on turn 1, which has dropped him back down the field. So he's going to be looking at making a bit of a recovery drive here. Pete Chalmers is a seasoned campaigner, though. He's not going to be an easy car to get around, especially with the exit acceleration that the Porsche is able to generate, and how fantastic its traction is in these conditions. I think we're going to be looking at a movable object meets unstoppable force here a little bit, as we see Curtis make a slight mistake, and that gap has blown out by 0.5 second.
Yes, I have it under good authority. Being stuck behind Chalmers, he is impossible to pass. I affectionately call him the wide arse defender. He's so good at defending.
He does. His car placement is fantastic. He's able to put the car exactly where he'd like, and he keeps it there. And Lynx is correct that we've got some receipts from the stewards box in there as well, with Pete Chalmers with a 10-second and John Gormley with a 10-second penalty there as well. Not as many penalties being handed out this far into the race is what I would have thought, considering how messy lap 1 was. But that's why we've got our dedicated stewards team. They work hard. They work hard across our 6 racing splits every week, and they are volunteers. They volunteer their time, not sitting behind a steering wheel, but helping adjudicate others' races for the love of sim racing, the love of what we do, and the love of the league. So hats off to our stewards, who've got quite a big task ahead of them. Not this weekend, but next, as we start our endurance season of the year, and we roll into the 12 hours at Coda, as we jump and have a look at another replay of the start here.
Yeah,
it's kind of hard to figure out where to look. So that's the tap of Ramez on Raschuti, and then the camera hasn't quite caught it, but there's Curtis out by himself. There's a Merc going around that's tapped the 47 BMW there as well. And so the 47 was given a 10-second penalty for causing a collision on lap 2. And car 118, which is Pete Viney, was given a drive-through for causing a collision on lap 1.
Oh, so okay. Wasn't limits.
Yeah, it wasn't track limits. It was for being a naughty boy. As Curtis is tucked right up the back here of Chalmers. And Chalmers with a 10-second penalty. It's going to be interesting to see how hard he fights his position. And as I say that, he slightly veers to the inside, warning Curtis that door is going to shut very quickly. Murphy in the 101, not making the impression on the field that I thought he would, Domo. Being in the Porsche, in the wet, and being a pro driver, as has RTG'd.
No, I think he disconnected. His car, unfortunate.
That's got to be... That's what a curse. My apologies, Mr. Murphy.
You are forbidden from commentating on any of my races ever. Oh my God, never.
Wow, that was instantaneous. The commentary gods just went, I'm going to pull out your Ethernet cable.
Okay. I'll get my checkbook out. How much money do you want to not commentate in my race? We're going to, might have to auction you off, you know.
A couple of grand sounds good.
All right, just, I might have to drop a zero off, but I could do that. There we go. Replay. Oh, you see, he turns in, and the car just goes straight. Done.
Odd. Really odd.
Yep.
We'll see if he rejoins the race. Or maybe someone can jump into chat if they're in a Discord or watching a live stream. I don't know whether Murphy streams, but see whether they're watching on. They can give us a bit of insider insight.
Oh, it's looking good here. Curtis has got to move on, I believe. Chalmers breaking in a straight line and diagonal. That's fair. And Curtis trying to get a good drive out, but you're not going to outdrive the Porsche out of those corners. Multiple lines to go through that corner. I tinkered with a whole bunch of different lines going through that corner. This one, for me, seems like there's only really one really good line. But the Melbourne hairpin is, I find there's multiple lines to get a good drive out. And I've been noticing the purple time as well. Rich Hudi currently has the purple lap time, but I saw Longley and then Shady Samuel have it before as well. So Rich Hudi's catching up to Ramez Samuel here, as we are still watching Curtis v Chalmers. And here's the man himself, Hudi. I didn't see his...
Yeah, it was a 31.6 was his best. I didn't catch his last, but the guy is obviously cooking.
And gap hasn't even updated to Gobi yet. Oh, there it is. 6 seconds. That was like pulling out a second a lap.
So while we've been talking about him, he has made 3/10 on Ramez. So
wow.
Yeah, he's on an absolute charge. I think if he can, I think looking at the gaps, I think a podium's a pretty fair goal for Stefano tonight.
What? 20 minutes to go. Tough. Not a... Oh, he's still got a podium. Oh, it's like 15 seconds away from a podium.
Podium might be a bridge too far. Let's see. As Benny Curtis is going to show the nose up the inside, decides better of it.
Going to get a good drive out. You can just see the... Oh, that's actually not a bad drive out. The concertina effect. Harpsichord? Concertina? Oh. Looked like the little lock there from Chalmers in the corner. But, yeah.
I think accordion. The accordion effect is the word you're looking for. That's the one. Concertina works as well. And while we're looking at the back of it into the rain, what a great looking car. I absolutely dig that livery. It's so cool.
What?
So cool.
Can you make that out?
I believe I'm gonna put my nerd hat on.
Oh, do it.
And it's got a propeller on top because I'm that cool. I believe Fnatic are they're an anime label, so they were the ones peddling. They were the ones peddling Dragon Ball Z
there we go.
back in the day, as far as I'm aware.
Wow, that looks hot. That's awesome. That's really
cool
well
looking livery. I mean, and you could just imagine, all of that airbrush work on the bonnet. That would be a stunning looking car in real life, and it's a stunning looking car here in the simulator. So hats off to Mr. Curtis and whoever did your livery for you, if it wasn't you.
Look at that! That appears out of nowhere. Pete Chalmers going to block into the fence, turning in. Oh, I don't think he's got it. I don't.
Yeah, but he's going to have the inside run into Goddard's here if he can hold this exit. Both cars quick off the mark. Arguably, the Mustang's going to have slightly better acceleration. He claims the inside of that corner, and that is move done. Well done, Curtis.
That was an excellent drive out of the corner. I was a bit worried for him that the Porsche is going to have a good drive, but no, you're right. Got through.
And thanks to Race Control there for letting me know that Fnatic is an esports team.
I'm really curious. With that car of Curtis, the orange paintwork is... Do you think that's a single tone orange or a duo tone? Because it looks brighter on top.
Oh, bro, that's way too technical for me. The closest I get to livery designs is DMing someone like Benny Hignett and saying, please make a livery for me. As Chalmers is all over the back of the Mustang there under brakes. He's managed to keep it out of the boot. but it has cost him a little time. He's gone a little deeper than he would have liked there. As we jump on board, getting that driver's eye view, we can see that spray, when we're battling one-on-one, isn't too prohibitive. So it has calmed down a little bit. Oh, and he's very, very deep.
That's a cut. Oh, I don't think it'd be a limit, +1 limit, but yeah, he's gone deep. And that's the thing. The spray, you can't see your braking points. And for me, it's the turning points I can't see.
I think Chalmers is a bit hot under the collar here.
He's definitely pushing.
He's pushing. He's driving quite impatiently. He wants to get back past that orange Mustang as quick as possible. As we revisit the Gobbi-Salvaggio battle for 7th. And Salvaggio is back in front, so there's been another change of positions there that we haven't caught. But Gobbi in the Aston all over the back of Salvaggio. So I'm assuming that Gobbi's made a mistake somewhere, allowing the McLaren to get through.
But that'd be the case. And while we're on liveries, I like the tones of Gobbi's Aston there. Looking good. Good colour sequencing.
Geez, you are quite technical into this livery chat, aren't you, Damo?
You've seen my car, haven't you?
I'm like, orange car, good. I like orange car.
Oh, Gobbi, no!
Oh! He's done the gentlemanly thing there and let Salvaggio rejoin before continuing driving. I'd love to see another shot of that as Benny Hignett is all over it. So Gobbi super late on the brakes here. Has he touched the curb? I think he has.
I think he would have made it personally. He didn't look out of control, and he was sort of braking in the shaded part of the track. I think. So.
You mean he would have made it if there wasn't another car in front of him?
Yeah.
Other cars on track are obstacles that we as racing drivers need to deal with, Damo.
His car pass, right? No, his go. Oh, Rich Udy's caught right up. Wow. Ramez. Rich Udy caught up 1 second in that last lap on Ramez Samuel there. Ramez, they both hit the curb. They're going to have awful exits. It's going to be interesting. Rich Udy hot under the brakes. Let's see if he's going to go for it in a chicane or at Melbourne Hairpin. Probably the Melbourne Hairpin here. So you close up here under the Fogarty S's. Oh, this is a great view. A little squirm under the power. No, I don't think it's going to get him here unless it's going to go super, super deep, which it doesn't look like it's going to happen.
The Ferrari is good on its brakes, but I don't know whether it's right.
He got turned around. That's a good car rotation. There you got me, Ben. Well done, mate. Sorry, Sam, I interrupted you. You were saying?
No, you're fine, mate. You're fine. I'm just reveling in this racing that we're seeing between these two drivers. But Rashudi's he's gonna want to make his way past. I think a podium finish is probably a bridge too far, but we'll see how far he can make it up in the Sofa King Slow Ferrari there for the 164.
We've got a blue flag getting involved, and Ramez is 15 seconds. Blue flag is left the circuit.
Oh, is that a Porsche?
Yeah. Don't know who it would be, though.
I think that's the mobile Porsche, the Koala Atlas Motorsport Porsche of Rob Brickley somehow.
Yes, it is. Yeah, car number 109.
Yeah, currently sitting in 22nd place, 3.5 seconds off the back of Shuruki.
Yes,
Shuruki. If you watch the coverage, shoot me a DM. Tell me how to pronounce your surname, and I won't butcher it anymore. As we jump back onto the back of Ramez's Mercedes here. And that's a menacing looking car to have sitting in your mirrors, isn't it? Looks like
very scary.
Quite a simple livery, half-half, but yeah, quite menacing. Especially with that little bit of front end damage there that Rashudi's unfortunately. Whoa, he's very close there. What a great camera angle.
I don't think that's damage. I actually think that's just race dirt. I don't think.
Yeah, you may be right.
He's close enough. Can you get a bit closer so we have a better look, please? Rashidi, get a bit closer. Oh, not the cameraman. Cameraman, go away. I want the car closer. Great work. Great camera work. As always, Ben, top job. And speaking of great work, so I do want to interrupt you. Sorry. And anyone else for OOR who wants to help participate and help the organisation in the backrooms work, we're always looking for stewards and commentators. As Rashidi actually has a hot look.
Oh, what a move!
That's
what a move
great.
from Stefano. That was class. That was class. Well done.
All right, let's see how fast he is now. He's about 15 seconds behind Maddox. Let's see how we go. 16.9. Let's see how fast Ricciuti can close up in 2 corners.
Yeah, let's see. Let's see. As we look to the battle for... Oh, we're going to get a replay of this move. Look at this. Ramez holds the outside. And Stefano makes his intentions clear, throws it up the inside, keeps the car nice and tidy, makes the apex beautifully, and gets awesome traction out of there. And if anyone that's driven this track, that is a mega hard exit to keep the car in line and playing nice. And he has done fantastically to make that move and make it stick.
Gormley's race is getting a little bit worse. He's submitting his drive-through at the moment. And just before we had Shady Samuel get fastest lap with 31.7, I believe.
And talking about Shady Samuel and Breno, it seems Breno's got his number tonight. That gap now 1.3 seconds out as far as sort of 1.5 seconds as big as I've seen it. So Breno's been able to break that pressure. You know, he's still got the AlphaTauri Mustang, you know, visible, but he's got some breathing room as it makes a liar out of me, and they are now down to 0.5 second. I love the timing tree. As, Gormley. 15-second penalty for causing a collision on lap 26. And he's also got a... Okay, so he must have had a 10-second from earlier in the race.
Yep, that was lap 1, I believe. Yeah. That's
been added up to 25 seconds, so that is going to hurt his race tonight, unfortunately.
Yeah, he's having a rough one. He just did a drive-through the previous lap. Oh, there's more.
And Timmy Gobe. So Timmy Gobe's back down to 9th now with a 10-second penalty. So he's obviously run into the back of Salvaggio a little bit, which has released Johnny Hislop in the number 18 Nissan GDR to try and chase after and claim that coveted 7th spot in the dying minutes of this race. I reckon that's been the most...
Sorry, Vescovis just got a DT. It's all happening.
Hopefully we get a little race control message to explain that one as well. But that 7th spot has to have been the most highly contended position all night. We should jump back to a replay. And that is Gobby on Salvaggio.
Okay, that's the one, yeah.
That's for that incident into the Melbourne hairpin.
He would have made it. No car there, he would have been fine. Courts. Oh, dear. What am I talking about?
I'm not quite sure.
Just Damiano's coaching 101. Just if no car, go. If car, stop.
Is do you want to do a bit of a shameless plug for some coaching sessions as Aidan Squires dives out of the way there of the front pack? That's some very gentlemanly driving there from Aidan, who's had a tough race tonight. You know, he's showing in the first 5 races of this season has been very strong.
He pitted on lap 1. I wonder if he... I don't think he could have actually done what I've done before, which is start a wet race on dry tyres.
He did. He did have an incident on on lap 1 as well. So,
well, for sure, definitely pitted on lap 1, lap 2. This race is absolutely flying through. I just looked at the time left. We've got 6.5 minutes left. What's that? 5 laps?
Yeah, my math isn't that good this late at night, Damo. So let's run with 5 laps. It sounds good to me. But it's flown. Been an action-packed race. I mean, look, the rain always brings...
Ben's done a segue to the plane because we said flowing and the plane's coming into land like a typical British racing circuit right beside an airport. Well done.
Donington Park was actually one of the, if not the first long-standing, what the word I'm looking for, permanent racetrack in the UK, and then in World War II, it was actually shut down and used as a vehicle depot. And it wasn't then until, so they did loads of pre-war Grand Prix racing in the 30s, and it was the UK's answer to continental racing. However, it lay dormant after the war until the 1970s, when a gentleman by the name of Tom Wheatcroft bought and restored the track. And he also founded the Donington Grand Prix Collection, which is one of the largest F1 collections in the world.
Ooh, that would be an excellent sight to see. I like what he did with the old hairpin. He actually opened it up a little bit, because it's not really a hairpin anymore. It's pretty open. It's like third gear flat.
Yeah, exactly. A little bit more Donington Park trivia for you there, Damo, in these dying minutes. So Formula One has only raced at Donington Park once, and that was in 1993. And the late, great Ayrton Senna was piloting a Formula One car back then, and he drove from P5 to P1 in lap 1. And it's largely regarded as one of the greatest races in Formula One history.
Oh, it was insane. I'll show my age. I remember watching it live. It was insane. Alain Prost at the time, 7 pit stops. Ayrton Senna, I think he only had 2.
Wow.
Because it was a really rain off, rain on sort of day. So every time the rain changed to be on the correct tyres, Prost went to the correct tyres. Senna either stayed out on wets or stayed out on dries and just drove it through. And speaking of pushing hard, Shady Samuel looks like he's turning up the WEC to get Brendan Ellis a bit of pressure. They're getting very close these times.
He's got 3 laps to get it done. We have had 56 and a half minutes of this race so far. If Shady's going to get this move done, it is going to have to be an absolutely godly send. That gap now out to 7 tenths. So it's growing a little bit from the sort of slight resurgence that we saw as he runs very wide on exit there. And that's not going to help his cause. Probably picked up a little bit of pressure loss in his tyres as well. And those tyres will be pretty had it, you would have thought, after running around at these speeds for an hour in the wet.
The wets can cope with a bit of banging on and a bit of sliding as well. It's the dry tyres definitely won't. Here we go. Replay. What have we got here? Bit of a sideways.
Yeah, so
that one you won't lose pressure. This one you will. So yeah, the exit curve is pretty smooth, but the other one, it's when you come back into the circuit and hit that curve, yeah, you get massive pressure loss there. Even with wets, can confirm.
Yeah, exactly. And as we're just keeping an eye on this race, loads of red squares, unserved penalties on the timing tree. Zach Jensen is forming a bit of a cork in a bottle here. He's got Alistair McLeod at 4 tenths, and then Pete Chalmers at 6 tenths behind them as well, as those times update and make a liar out of me again. But that seems to be the closest little battle pack that we have on track at the minute. Rob Brickley also tucked up nice and close behind the back of Blake Griffiths there in the 64 Nissan GTR. So still loads of action and loads of advantages and positions to be gained here in the dying stages of this race, as Shady is very, very close to Breno here. He's going to do everything he can to try and get past, and I think that's car 99, which is Igor's of Varka. Has had wow!
Wow, that was close, wasn't it?
Wow, that was almost an airplane crash.
She's having a look. Stay away. He's going to get a bit of drive out. Oh, I think it's a thing.
Oh, he's made it. Can he make it stick? As we said on side, he's claimed the inside of the road, which, if Shady doesn't position the car correctly, is going to give Breno, and he's gone for the over-under. This is fantastic wheel-to-wheel racing.
Oh, a little bump.
Touch there as Shady tried to claim a bit of track that he wasn't entitled to. He does now have the inside line into Goddard's, and he makes fantastic use of it. They bump again, and Shady's managed to make that move stick. That was... Oh, and
He's not happy.
He is not a happy boy. No doubt the stewards will be adjudicating that one. They've got 40-odd seconds to get it done, so good luck, ladies and gentlemen, in the stewards' room.
We will see.
That was some fantastic wheel-to-wheel racing. And as they say, rubbing is racing, especially in these GD3 cars. Nothing wrong with trading.
It's going to be a tough one. Yeah, it's door-to-door racing, so it's going to be tricky. That all came from the interesting entry of car 99 there, that blue Nissan, I think it was, coming on the track. Anyhow, Shamil has actually pulled away a little bit. Not a huge amount. I thought it'd be a bit closer, but 0.3 is very, very close. We'll see how Brendan Ellis can actually push harder and get in there. And we see Rich Udy roughly 17 seconds behind Maddox. So it looks like a solid P5 happening there. Going through the chicane. Oh, hang on. Shady had a bit of a slip there. Excellent drive by Brendan. This is on. Here we go. Defending heavily on the inside.
That's going to compromise his move here, and Breno's giving him a little touch for good measure.
Yeah, it's parked on the exit.
That's going to compromise his exit. His exit and his entry into Goddard's, which I think is going to seal the provisional race result here, as we see Shady Samuel cross the line to take the shed flag in P1, Breno Ellis P2, Longley P3, Aiden Squires a lap down, Rob Maddox in P4, and then quite a large gap back to fifth place of Stefano Rasciuti. Through goes the Nissan GDR of Igor Zavaka there in 17th. Tough race for him tonight. As we see Pete Viney cross the line. Stefano Rasciuti made it up to P5. That is one hell of a drive from Stefano. Ramez Samuel, he put 8.4 seconds into Ramez there in the end. But interestingly, 16.5 seconds to Maddox, so only made a half a second impression there. As we see Salvaggio P7, Johnny Hislop P8, Timmy Gobe P9, Rob Brickley to cross the line, a lap down in the 109 Porsche, and then Scotty Rochford to round out the top 10 and take the Pro-Am win. There goes Timmy Gobe. I believe, can the marshal flag or not?
I agree, race control. The marshal was waving a red flag. Oh, a pen. That's Squires.
Squires.
Oh, that's a late one. Any more? Oh, that's close finishes. Sorry, I'm interrupting. Keep going.
Somehow I think we won't see a penalty for the car 5 and car 17 incident until after the race. And
someone's out of fuel.
Look at that for teamwork. That Aston there has run out of fuel, so the Porsche jumped behind him to drive him over the line. What a race, ladies and gentlemen. Donington Park absolutely chucking it down, and we have had no shortage of action for 60 minutes. To go over your overall race results now, as we said, provisional Shady Samuel over Breno Ellis over Longley, Maddox and Rasciuti. As we jump to silver class, and Ramez has taken out P1. Salvaggio, great drive. Always in traffic, always in a battle to take P2. Johnny Hislop P3, and Timmy Gobe, unfortunately, having that incident, dropping him down into P4. We'll flick to the Pro-Am class now. Scotty Rochford, another fantastic drive. Held on to that position well, constantly caught up in battles. Benny Curtis managed to drive himself to P2, and then Pete Chalmers has driven himself up into P3. Our AM class, we have Miller, Saruki, and Braid. Everybody wins. Well done, AM class. Damo, final thoughts, driver of the day.
Whoa. Yeah, it's a good one. Some of the contact that earlier, I'm leaning towards Rich Udy, mainly for being off the circuit so badly on the first lap. Still needing to rejoin, of course, and the safety car helped a bit, but definitely fought his way back all through the pack, the cars that he could pass, and some excellent overtaking manoeuvres there. And also,
Yeah,
Shady Samuel, sorry, is a close second, but sticking close and taking the opportunity when it arose at the end. Never gave up.
Yeah, and look, I echo those thoughts there. I was going to pick Stefano, but you stole my thunder. But I'm gonna go with Scotty Rochford. He was constantly in a battle all night tonight, and he made the most of it in these tricky conditions and has driven home with the win. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that rounds us out for our week of racing with OOR in the Simrigs Sprint Series. Thank you so much for joining us and watching on. We love all the support. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We've got a super interesting enduro coming up on the 17th of May. It's the 12 hours of Coda. I know all the teams will be madly preparing for that race. Qualifying will be on the Thursday night. Keep an eye out for timings on that one. And then the big race kicks off at 10 a.m. Saturday morning. That's everything from us in the box. Thanks so much for watching, and we will see you at Coda.
Thank you, Sam. Thank you, everyone. See you next time. Bye.